Yeah. That's how Bruce feels when he gets to get that part out. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, family? How y'all doing? Welcome to the Format Podcast. It's gonna be your boy Transformer and the main man. He got what you need, Steed. Man, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. What's going on?
Absolutely doing good, man. Hopefully you guys are blessed out there. Got some good weather. How's the weather out there?
The weather here is a little cloudy, but the temperature is fantastic. We're at like 75 right
75?
now. 75, but it'll probably hit like 85 by like 1 or something crazy. Yeah, it'll go up pretty fast.
Oh man, I'll be praying for times like that sometimes, man.
You gonna get that? What, you gotta wait till about November till you get something like that?
Pretty much, man. Pretty much, and it's only for like a couple of freaking weeks. Then after that, skyrockets back up to about 90, and you be smoking like, golly, man, we're getting cooked out here in November. What's going on, man?
And then last year there was the snow that came through like the northern part of the state. My friend lives up there, and he was just like, he's like, bro, he sent me a photo.
Absolutely.
And it was like the sign for when you enter the state, and it had like several inches of snow up against the sign.
Absolutely.
Which was wild to me. I never saw that before.
Absolutely. And Tallahassee, which is just like a little bit north of us, a little bit west of us, Tallahassee, I believe Pensacola. I want to say Pensacola got it too. Pensacola got some inches, and I'm like looking outside in Jacksonville, like, okay.
Yeah, weather's getting unpredictable from like a seasonal standpoint. The extremes are just crazy.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. All right, man. We're gonna shout out the members of the channel, man. Shout out the Laker Nation #1 member of the chat, man. First and foremost, he's a Laker. Sorry, so we give him love.
It's a Laker thing, right?
We give him respect. All right, we love Laker Nation, man. Shout out Not That Serious, man. Shout out Baltimore Bruce. All right, Baltimore Bruce, go Ravens. And finally, man, Chief Sid Bubba. Shout out our boys from Annapolis. Anchors away, my boys. Anchors a flipping way. We're going to put Foots in the army again this year. So Bruce is going to be able to recycle this whole love-hate thing that he has for saying that every single episode, man. Every single episode. Shout out to you guys, man. So if you guys want to subscribe to the channel, we do give out some private content, things that you guys are not going to see on the public site. So we like to dive into what we get more is from feedback from our subscribers and ones that are members of the channel. And we kind of give you guys a little bit more extra insight on what we like to talk about and discuss and things like that. So we got a good show going for you guys today. Me and Sneed are going to hold it down. Bruce wants to go on vacation, so we're just going to let him. All right. Hopefully he's freeing his mind about how the Ravens are going to lose to the Green Bay Packers here in the next football season. So he's probably
when's that matchup? When's that matchup? When is
I believe it's in October.
Oh, we're gonna get it pretty early. All right.
So. I think it's in October. Don't quote me on that one. I got to go back and look at the schedule, man. Shout out members of the chat, man. What y'all got going on, man? Shout out Steve, man. King of the chat is in the building.
The king.
It is nothing without the king, man. It's nothing without the king, man. Ed Dog, what's going on, big bro? VC, man. Hopefully we spending that VC on 2K. We got it going on. Chief Sid Bubba. Chief.
What up, Chief?
What's going on, Chief? What's going on, Chief? All LDG is in the building, all right? Transformer Disagreement Gang is in the building. So hopefully 11 Aries is gonna host it. Hold it down for us, man. Bruce is not here today, guys. Bruce is currently, I believe, in Virginia. Spending some time with some family. He got a lot of trips coming up. So it's going to be a lot of me, intertwining with a bunch of members and holding the show down while he's going to be gone. So let's hurry his butt up and get his behind back, because the journalist likes to give journalistic topics, and I just like to give those give you that that pop, man. Baltimore Bruce, man, what's going on, bro? Shout out Bruce. I requested y'all two to take over the live while he's going. Man, see, we listen to you guys.
Yo, shout out to Baltimore Bruce. He showed up recently in some of my live streams over on my channel, the SMT Media Network. So salute to him, and we appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Was it the one about the 16 cell phones and the 18 satellites? Was it that
one? No. It was the sports channel. It was this one, the SMT Media Network. He showed up. I don't think the folks who are here, I don't think the tech resonates with them all that much. So I wouldn't expect them to be over there on that one.
I'm not gonna lie, I'll be chiming in on them things. My nerd brain kicks in. I'm like, okay, I'm looking at them. Okay, what's Sprint? Not Sprint. What Verizon got going on? Okay, do I need to switch phones? All right, do I need to get 2 to 3 phones like Sneed? All right.
Yo, the big thing right now is like just it's mergers, bro. This administration is you just got consolidation of the market. So I think what people are going to be surprised to learn is when these companies just keep getting bigger and the little ones just keep getting eaten up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Man, quick question, man. While we there, before we get on to the show, internet. What is the best internet in your opinion? What is the best like router combination? Like, say for example, 2,000 square foot home, right? And I'm looking to get the best internet possible, stuff for like streaming and things like that. What is your suggestion on equipment? Company, like where should we go with that?
Whoever offers fiber optic internet to your home, take that. Yeah. If you don't have a fiber optic option, try to get a reliable cable option, right? So like Spectrum or Comcast, typically it's those two. But like now there's like other options too. So you can get like 5G home internet from Verizon or AT&T or some of those companies. Sometimes they're good too.
Yeah. I definitely rock. Oh, go ahead.
You were asking about the routers. So like I would recommend Ubiquity as a brand name to check out. It's mostly like the enthusiast community or people that have like small business enterprise. I would just get it for the home and then get a couple of mesh access points so that way you don't have dead spots in your house.
Got you.
Right. So the signal will get weak on the edges. Right. So what you could do is you get a couple of those and it'll be boosting your signal with insides of your home. So you don't go down, you stay on those high quality experiences, whether you're in the bedroom, right, for your TVs or something, or if you're like in the kitchen or even in the garage. Yeah. Some people will put an access point like underneath like a gazebo area or a back patio. They'll conceal it and cover it, but they want to extend the reach of the network for cameras and stuff like that.
Got you.
I would just go that route and then you got everything covered.
Man, I've been doing it all right. So obviously I've been paying attention to the channel because I definitely got my access point over here at the front of the house because my router is way in the back, like way in the back. And my office is way in the front. So I pulled one to definitely give me a bigger boost right here because occasionally I used to experience a lot of dropouts, especially when I'm live. And Bruce like, man, you're breaking up. I'm like, wait, really? How? Like, what's going on? So it definitely ever since then. I added that access point to the front of the house. It's been A1, man.
You just don't want a weakness once you realize you have one, it's aggravating because you're paying, $100+ just for your internet. You've got all this equipment and you've run all these cables. It should perform well. You don't want weakness. We don't like that.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. So you heard it from the man Sneed. The man got what you need. All right. Shout out to the channel, man. Shout out to the channel. If you guys learned something today, of course, man, he's the smartest tech in the building. He has like 18 cell phones, right? 18 cell phones. All right, so we got some good things going for you guys. We got a couple of quick hits that we're going to run into, and we're going to talk about Caitlin Clark's Olympic snub, man. We have some commentary from Kristen Brennan. She had an interview discussing a little bit more on that. We're going to talk a little bit of Cooper Flagg and Bronny. All right, their little matchup that they had, I believe it was Thursday night. His preview to the Summer League. We're going to get into Bron not being valued in LA. Where am I going to go with that, guys? Stay tuned and find out. All right, then OKC Big Three got paid. Oh my God, $822 million. We're gonna talk about that because I am trying to get $822 in my pocket. They're spending $822 million. So we're gonna have some good things to talk to you guys about today. And Sneed is gonna rock with us today as well. So, guys, before we get it started, we gotta beg a little bit. You know what time it is. We're going to go ahead and give you the spill, and we're going to go ahead and knock out some quick hits, guys.
If you're watching here on YouTube, make sure you go ahead, click that subscribe, that like, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept up to date whenever we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio-only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in The Format Podcast. We should come right up. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you give us a like, leave us a 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us. Make sure you write it down, put it in your phone, make a note of it. The Format Podcast is live Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. And finally, if you're really and truly enjoying the content we're delivering you, make sure you hit that join button. There's going to be exclusive content here just for you.
Just for you. And shout out to my dog, man. She's over here sleeping, so she's going to be snoring. She needs to wake up. The channel doesn't want to talk to you, doggy.
We got to turn that into a soundbite. Capture just like a 3-second clip. And whenever you got somebody on the phone who's just dragging on, we just play that. land this plane.
Land the plane. Blue said land the plane, guys. Blue said land the plane. Bruce, man, gym tip of the day. Let me see. Get your ass up and get in the gym. That's my gym tip.
Dude, I got
I've been getting
tip.
up.
I got one for people. Don't do curls in the squat rack. Get the hell out of there.
Man, we
Come
hate that.
on.
Oh, God, we hate that. Don't be a douchebag. The squat racks are for squats.
They're shoulder press, anything else other than just the tiniest muscles in the body, bro. Come on, bro. You wanted to get the T-Rex arms, man.
I'll tell you this. One time, this is like 5-6 years ago, I literally had to move a guy. I'm like, bro, listen, this bar over here, I'm going to show you this bar over here. And like, I thought he was going to be upset, but I guess like my stature, my size, and of course, I got like a trainer shirt on. He's like, oh, I never thought of it like that. You really never thought of it like that, bro? Like you're holding up a whole squat rack to work your biceps, my guy. Bro, come on, man.
Seriously, or like what are those raises, bro? Like the
shoulder raises?
Oh yeah,
lateral raises. Yeah.
Like what? Just go grab some dumbbells. Go stand off in the cut, bro.
What are we doing? What are we doing, man?
But you know what the problem is? A lot of people don't even think about that. Everything you do with a barbell, you can really do with a dumbbell.
Absolutely.
But they're just like, they're not thinking I could just pull off to the side and get out of everybody's way. That's what I do when I go to the gym. How do I do my thing without getting in people's way so they can also do their thing? That's part of the whole like gym evolution for people.
Absolutely,
learning how to be productive, but not get in anyone else's way.
Absolutely, man. The gym is so, man, depending on what gym you are in, of course. But, gyms are so spacious. There's ways you can make room to do something else, right? Like you don't need the squat rack for curls in the first place, because most gyms now have those isolated straight bars in towers. So like just take that straight bar, walk over to an open space and knock out your curls. Oh, there's no mirror there. Who cares? Are you feeling your biceps being worked?
The form must be really bad if they got to watch their curl form.
If you got to watch a curl form, get a trainer, hire a trainer. I got nothing else for you on that one, man. I got nothing else for you. Gym etiquette is lacking, guys. Gym etiquette is lacking, Steve, man. Absolutely. Don't get me stuck. Actually, it's not even just
the phone situation is crazy.
It's the guys now, too.
Yeah.
It's
the phone situation is bad,
man. And it's I call them young punks, man. It's the group of 4 to 5
YPs
all standing at the bench, man. The YPs, man. They're all standing around the bench and they're all just.
Yeah, it's wild.
I'm like, bro, move. Yeah, move over there.
But you know what it is, Transform. So this is a philosophy. The gym experience should include focus, and intensity.
Absolutely.
They don't have those. So and you look at it, they're not typically making progress, right? They're not really getting anywhere. They've been the same. They've looked the same. The strength ain't going nowhere. They're not being productive.
Absolutely, man. And I don't see a drip of sweat.
Nothing.
Shirt dry to bone. Come on now.
I mean, you notice like in the progression of a workout, like like people are getting winded, right? These things should be happening. They got nothing, bro. There's no disequilibrium. There's no pain, no gain.
That's for sure, man, for sure. Guys, man, just put your phones down sometimes. Okay. It's okay if you got your little tripod. I don't mind those because occasionally I'll put my tripod up because I'm shooting a little video.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
shooting a little, couple of exercises.
Right.
But after that, I'm not just, putting it all in the way. Be cognizant of people around you and stuff like that. But don't be in there putting your booty all in the camera. For exercises that don't require your booty.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
Yes, I'm talking to you. If you're looking at this and you're like, "Ooh, that's me." Yes, I'm talking to you.
Yeah,
You
if
don't
you
have to
think
do
it's you, if you think we're talking about you, we are.
We are.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We're sparing no expense, man. Just stop doing it. Curls, I don't need to see your booty. I don't. I don't need to see your booty. Your shoulders are up here. I shouldn't have to see your booty for upper body movements.
Yeah.
It's okay. You probably got a nice one. That's fine, right? When you squat, I'll see it.
Yeah, it's crazy. We live this every day, man. Anytime you go, you see this stuff
every single day, man. But we turned this into a whole gym. That was a quick hit right there. That was one of our quick hits, man. Shout out Baltimore Bruce that got us talking about the gym, man. So Sneed, you got any quick hits for us, brother?
I got one, man. I got a quick hit. I need like 60 seconds, 90 seconds on this one.
I'm turning my mic off.
All right, man. Every single time I find these players who recently played 5, 10, 15 years ago, even sharing the same court with the late, great Kobe Bean Bryant, you hear them speak in ways that are unjustly critical of what he achieved and how he performed as a player on the court. There's a lot of things that players do that are questionable. You'll go through with a fine comb. You could just pick apart their entire career. 15, 20 years, there's always going to be things that are imperfect. I don't even mind when players critique other players' game when it's factual and accurate. But what I'm seeing right now out of some of these players, namely a great one in his own right, Dwayne Wade, speaking about Kobe Bean Bryant like he didn't deserve a finals MVP in 2010. I just want to say to people, before you go listening to something like that, go back and watch the 2010 NBA Finals, game for game. You are going to see 7 games played. You are going to see 4 games won by the Lakers. You are going to see 3 games lost by the Lakers. I want you to go and watch those losses, and you tell me how Pau Gasol deserves the finals MVP when you have a guy who literally is their center with 6 turnovers in one of those games. He's not a guard. This is unbelievable. I watched Kobe carry at key points and crucial points in those games, doing whatever it took to win. The Celtics, who had an unstoppable trio of offensively potent players in Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, who, by the way, Kobe was primarily the defender on Ray Allen. Go look at Ray Allen's stats in that series. He had 1 great game. 1. And there's a lot of switching. Kobe on Pierce, too. I don't see anybody dogging Kobe. I had people saying things like, oh, Kobe's defense was overrated at the end. He was getting all NBA defenses based on legacy. No, he was locking up the other team's most lethal and dangerous players. Maybe not the primary ball handler. Maybe they weren't the best scorer on that team. But the most dangerous player that played the perimeter was always Kobe's assignment. And he switched on the other guys who they were trying to find weaknesses in the defense. Kobe said, hell no. So before people go and say these, go back and watch these damn games before you go agreeing and co-signing with these damn haters. I don't know what Dwayne Wade's problem is. I don't know what Jeff Teague feels about himself, but they clearly don't feel comfortable in their own skin that they want to do this to a guy who has passed on, and they're going to misrepresent how he played in a finals where we can go back and watch the damn games and see how he played. To hell with this, Transformer. It's BS. It's got to be called out every single time they get a chance.
And I thank you guys for tuning into the Format Podcast. Sneed just shut it down, guys. He just shut it down. That was a quick hit and the show's over. That was a quick hit and the show's over. Man, look, Sneed, I agree with you 100,000 million gazillion bajillion times, man. Like when it comes to understanding what Kobe Bryant did, right? When it comes to watching the game, you have to watch the game. Everything on the box score is not going to tell you the wholehearted thing because everybody goes to, oh, well, Kobe shot 6 for 21 in game 7. Okay. He also played defense too. Go back and look at what Ray Allen and Paul Pierce shot.
Watch how efficiently he moved through the offense, where the ball was going.
Absolutely. Watch how he got everybody else involved, knowing that his shot wasn't falling, got everybody else involved. Look at him on the boards. That's what champions and greats do. If my shot's not falling,
how many guards get 15 rebounds in a game?
No, not many at all.
How many 6'7" guys can legitimately defend 4 positions?
Not many. The carbon copy of Michael.
The levels. He could defend the post. He could defend the perimeter. He could defend bigger players, smaller players. Why are we questioning his all-NBA defenses? He kept coaches up at night on both sides of the ball. Mm-hmm. Are you kidding me? How many players actually did that?
Not many at all, bro. Not many. When he bites the jersey,
it's over.
Got a problem.
You're done.
You got a problem.
Like, you're done. You Good really luck. Just get rid of the ball. Just get it out. Just get it out. Just move the ball around. Swing it around.
He's coming up when he's yelling at his own teammates saying, just get the fuck out the way. I got it. And it's like, oh, snap. Like, Kobe's coming with pure aggression and force to come, like, either get the ball out of your hands or y'all going to have to switch to an entirely different set because now the point of attack is killed. It's killed. It's all disrupted. It's all discombobulated. And before you know it, there's going to be a turnover going the other way. Jeff Teague, man. Jeff Teague. When Kobe was in his prime, you wasn't even in the league. You wasn't in the league.
He was kind of coming into the he was a young player when Kobe was kind of winding down. Yeah.
So during the prime of Kobe Bryant getting first team all defense, second team all defense, you weren't in the league. So 12 out of, I think he got it, 14 times or 12 times. Teague was only in the league for 2. For 2. Yeah. So you didn't witness, or you wasn't even a part of, not even on the sideline. You were watching from the TV occasionally when you could.
But how about this, Transformer? He averaged 35 for a season while being all NBA defense. Let's have these conversations so people can stop misrepresenting how this guy performed. See, I don't care what people say when it's narratives. Narratives, fine, run with it. Do not report that as fact. Do not call it a statement of truth because it is not. When that dude played, he was one of the greatest we ever saw.
Absolutely.
And it's not even questionable.
Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Man, we can go on and on about this topic. That is a topic. We're going to try to make it a quick hit. We're going to keep the show rolling, man. So, hey, Sneed, I actually don't even want to talk about my quick hit because it's not even that impressive. But we're going to be talking about Cooper Flagg a little bit later when it comes to Bronny. But Cooper Flagg actually played the number 2 pick in Dylan Harper yesterday as Dallas played against the San Antonio Spurs. And both had some very, very great games. Cooper Flagg dropped a 31 piece after have a subpar performance when he played about Bronny that we're going to get into, shooting just under 50%, shooting too many threes. I'm going to say this for Bruce here. Too many threes. Too many. 9 is way too many. 5, you're on the good side. 4 more than 5 is 9. 9, way too much. I'm not fine with that, right? And I meant for that to rhyme, guys. So Cooper Flagg dropped 31. Dylan Harper had a great game. 5 of 12 from the field, 20 minutes. And he also chipped in 16 points, getting to the free throw line fairly well. So shout out to the number 1 and number 2 pick. In their first showdown together. Hopefully we're going to get more of these. They are both in the Western Conference, so we're definitely going to get to see more matchups with those two. And they both got some very, very great teams with size. You got AD in Dallas, and you got Wemby in San Antonio. Then you got Kyrie over there in Dallas, and you have De'Aaron Fox over there in San Antonio. So they're going to have a nice chance and a couple of opportunities to have some very, very great games where we're not just looking at the number 1 and number 2 pick. We're also looking at the stars. Like, man, this is going to be some star-studded games going on in Texas, man. So Texas got a lot going on this year. Actually, we may do a segment on that, man. Texas got everything. Houston Rockets, loaded. Dallas, primed and ready, especially when Kyrie Irving comes back. San Antonio got the future superstar in Wembanyama with De'Aaron Fox. What's his name? Deion Castle. And now you got Dylan Harper. Like, these guys are going to be loaded, and it's going to be a sight to see if we can get 3 Texas teams in the playoffs this postseason. So that's going to be very, very interesting. Sneed, you got anything on that, brother?
Yeah, the Spurs are exciting. Hopefully they don't, kind of give up on Stephon Castle or end up trading him. I think he could develop into a nice player. Obviously you got probably the most physically gifted player in the league when you think about Wemby and what he possibly could become. And then you got, the newer players, the guys they draft and stuff, they'll come along, but they're building something really nice in San Antonio. Houston is kind of like, we're going to insert KD and see where we can go in the next year or two. And Dallas is like, they have their future, they have their now, and they're in that area right now between the two of them. So for them, they're all in a different place. One is development, the other one is kind of like win now, but we got our core, right? And Dallas is kind of the experiment in a way, right? So like they're all in a different place, but it's really dynamic and fun. Texas is a hot spot for hoops in the league right now.
Oh, is it? Is it? I mean, you got all
there was a time though where this was the same. So like Dallas, Houston, San Antonio. Think back to the Hakeem, David Robinson era, right? And the Mavs were competitive. Like they weren't always great, but it was right before Dirk. But Texas has always been a good place for hoops.
No, absolutely. I mean, you got, Dirk Nowitzki, then you got the big 3 in San Antonio. Then you had for a small period of time, you had Tracy McGrady and the Yao Ming, and they had that trio going in. Yeah, so those were some great years, despite not doing much in the playoffs. But as far as the regular season, all 3 of those teams have definitely been good, man. All things are big in Texas, and they're doing it big this year, man. So those are quick hits for today, guys. We're gonna go ahead and move on over to our next topic. We're gonna talk about CC's wife. Not CC's wife, Steve's wife. If you know Steve, to know Steve is to love Steve. This is his wife. So we're going to first and foremost shout out Steve, man, the king of the chat. He's here to talk about his woman. Kristen Brennan has some interesting comments. As you know, for the last year, she's been real heavy on the snub that she considers for Caitlin Clark not being on the Olympic team. She had an interview just a couple of days ago discussing a little bit more on that the Olympic teams and the coaching at DU were basically keeping her out of the 5-on-5, right? They didn't want her to play, but they did want her to play on a 3-on-3 team. So not play 5-on-5 in the Olympics. They wanted her to be on a 3-on-3 team. So a lot of controversy going on with that notion that happened, because you can't come back to it. There's nothing you can do to rewrite history on that. You really did keep CC out of there. But before we get started and talk about Kristen Brennan, Sneed, what was your take on CC not being in the Olympics this past Olympic season?
Well, historically, the Olympics is always reserved for some elite players in the association, right?
Yeah.
And then they also typically bring in players who are also amateur players or like coming in from college, right? Correct. We saw that with even the Dream Team, like with Christian Laettner and stuff like that. Like, that's not unusual. If you go back to the 1980s, who played in the Olympics for hoops, it was college. There were college players.
Yep. Anthony did on one.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And that's typically what we've done. And then the field has gotten better, right? So like now it's like you actually have to think about how you construct your team. Like, you remember the Redeem Team and that whole thing? Yep. Like, they're like, yo, we can't be embarrassed again, and that sort of thing. So I think about some of those things. And the question becomes is, should Caitlin Clark have been on an Olympic team? The answer to that is absolutely yes. Why the hell not? There's absolutely nothing wrong. Like, she's going to level up her game. She's going to become a better player. She's going to pick the brains of the most amazing talent that the league has at that time, right? So just think about the great scorers of that era, right? That are winding down, that are experienced vets. She gets exposure to them. It's a win-win situation, right? You get a lot of publicity. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to come of Caitlin Clark being in the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
But the story isn't about those things.
Yeah.
The story is about her fans being a problem. And like, I'm thinking about that. It's like you're making basketball decisions and player career decisions because of fans. And like everybody says, she's got these rabid fans, and some of them aren't even really hoops fans. They're Caitlin Clark fans, right?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
they question the authenticity of the fandom. Like, they're not for the game, they're for Caitlin. You know what I mean? I can't make decisions on those things. I need to make good decisions about a player,
Correct.
her development, and what she means to this league. And then I'm taking away potential exposure for her, for the game, for it's the ethos of what hoops is really about. It's taken away from that.
Yeah.
So, I know why this topic was picked, and this is definitely a journalistic angle to it. But I mean, these
Full
things have
disclosures,
happened.
me and Sneed are not journalists, by the way.
Not at all.
The journalist is currently watching. He's currently in the chat right now.
Right. And he
Continue.
would have chewed this up and spit it out and like
Absolutely.
killed it with it. But like what this is, these are the things that happen behind closed doors. These are decisions that are made that are outside of basketball, and they're political. This is politics. This is the politics of these decision makers. It doesn't make any sense to keep her out of the Olympics. It was 100% appropriate for her to be on the Olympics. The only thing I might say is there might have been some players who resented her. And we know for a fact that existed.
Caitlin.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then remember, we were speaking backstage. MJ kept Zeke off the dream team without justification, outside of him just saying, I don't like him. And some people are so influential and powerful, they have that kind of juice. I think there's some of those elements to this. Disappointing, sad to see, but it really just hurt the fans at the end of the day and the development of her career and the game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I definitely agree with you. When you want to talk about stardom, being able to play, right? The Olympics was almost like the perfect stage for women basketball to be transcending to that next level. Caitlin Clark is already transcending the fandom and the love of the WNBA just by her play, the viewership, more uptick, which equals, guess what? More pay, more dollars coming into the WNBA, which thus increases the contracts. And now women aren't treating the WNBA like a summer league game, like Candace Parker mentioned in one of her interviews. But you had two of the best shooters, for one in the WNBA and one in the NBA, in the Olympics. Caitlin Clark is the WNBA's Stephen Curry. What did we see from Steph Curry when the moments mattered most, or when them big shots were needed to get the crowds oohing and ahhing, or them big moments where we needed a three because we just needed it, right? That's what Caitlin Clark, I felt, would have played a huge role, not only from the team perspective, the gameplay perspective, but from the fandom perspective. So now we've been boosting and raving like, oh, nobody watches WNBA, nobody supports the WNBA, and we need more superstars from the NBA to come and watch the WNBA and stuff like that. You guys have been complaining and boosting about this for so long. You missed and threw away your biggest opportunity for this to grow to another level. CeCe was the hottest thing smoking that summer. Hottest woman smoking that summer. Despite Asia Wilson winning her third MVP, right, Caitlin Clark was the top of conversation. She was the top of conversation. So you taking her off of that team, it just hurts you, right? It just hurts you from the game perspective, from the fandom perspective, because there were millions of fans who were like, man, we want to see CeCe, right? We want to see CeCe. So when you see that type of atmosphere, guess what? Oh man, embrace it and figure the rest of that crap out later, right? Figure the rest of that crap out later. Embrace that. Get the viewership up from what you want your sport to be and what you want your organization to be. Get ourselves out of the red, because that's where we are. We've been borrowing off the NBA's back for so long, right?
Right.
Let's get ourselves out of the red and at least be in the black. Not saying we got to be in the green, but let's get to the black line to where we're, got our heads above water and we can see where the land is at and we can try to get over there. So definitely missed a huge opportunity, in my opinion, when it came to CeCe not playing. But a little bit more context here. Brennan had some words to say, and she's been, like I said, she's been boosting and raving about this for the last year. Pretty much she's saying Clark was actually fighting at a disadvantage as one spot was unofficially being left open for Diana Taurasi, as we know, superstar legend. WNBA officials believe players had zero idea what real media exposure is, new book says. Taurasi was going to be given a farewell present by the USA basketball team, a record sixth Olympic nod, unless she was totally injured or unavailable to play. This meant 11 spots, not 12, were open and available, and Taurasi was a lock. And frankly, she'll be given this if she was a little injured and could only play sparingly. So again, to your point, Michael Jordan kept Isaiah Thomas off the basketball team. That was more of like a personal reason. Now we're doing it to more of like okay, well, we got to give somebody else their flowers, so we're going to just go ahead and hand them an Olympic nod.
There's more context to this even than just that.
Oh, man, go ahead.
The first time I heard a WNBA player really speak about Caitlin Clark coming into the WNBA was Diana Taurasi. And I will never forget what she said. She tried to sun Caitlin Clark from while she was in college at Iowa. I'm literally talking about during the tournament, like round 2 of the tournament or something, or she's like, it's different here. These are grown women here. Doing that.
Yeah, yes, I remember that.
She's like, what are you doing? What are, like, you want to boss up on a college kid? Like, they're still in college. She's not a pro. And you're talking about how it's going to be rough and she won't be able to handle the physical rigors. Why are we going there?
Yeah.
See, but this is what insecurity does to people. When they feel like their situation isn't solidified or they're being questioned or whatever, they got a threat. Let's call it an external threat. Caitlin Clark is viewed as a threat to Diana Taurasi, which, by the way, how many better players historically better than Diana Taurasi? Like, what? How could you feel that way about a young up and coming? See, because here's what I know about men.
Yeah,
a lot of men typically feel like the best way to handle situations is like mentorship, storytelling, guiding, helping younger guys along. We see ourselves in the younger generation because we were that, right? Why aren't we embracing that role in your late stage of your career?
Yeah.
Like, why? So my first Diana Taurasi, Caitlin Clark moment was that. It was negative. It was putting her down. It was making sure that she was down. You ain't here yet.
Yeah.
How
diminishing your own sport?
How?
Yeah.
How could you do that? Where we are in the evolution of that association, how could that have been your first comment about Caitlin Clark? And here we are talking about the roster spot.
Yeah.
See? So what? There's no context to this?
More sense. Yeah. No, that's true. No, absolutely. I mean, when you're looking at it from that perspective, now it's more like you putting a Band-Aid on the real reason behind the Olympic snub, right? Like, man, we're gonna get Diana Taurasi on here, but Diana Taurasi and Caitlin Clark can't be on the same team.
So Transformer, why did I cite Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan?
Because
you see the similarities.
What I say on that team. So no, that definitely makes more sense, man. Good add in right there, Sneed. Absolutely. Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. I literally remember. I believe it was actually a live watch party in which she said it. Was it not? Wasn't it a live watch party? Yeah. Where she said something like, I want to say they were doing a live watch.
It was during games.
Kelsey Plum, I think, was also on there. I forget what other female basketball player was on there. And I believe that's when she said it. And, I think Kelsey looked and was like, I was like, I'm not going to add in on that and keep it there. But no. Great point here. But even it's tough for me to still understand, because even with the NBA Olympics and what Michael Jordan did, you still had Michael Jordan. I mean, he was the best thing smoking. He was the star. He was the attention. He was what drew the crowd, right? Mm-hmm. The WNBA, you don't have that. Diana Taurasi, in all fairness, she isn't that. right? Great basketball player, great legend for what she is, right? But she isn't doing what Caitlin Clark is doing, which is moving the needle in the positive direction for our organization to grow to the next height, to where we actually want this organization to be. So even if you have that sort of tit for tat thing going on, come on, man, somebody in the office has to be like, yo, we'll figure this out later. Right now, we need to harness this attention, or harness this exposure that we're getting from Caitlin Clark. Tell her to bring all of her fans over here. We were in Paris. I think we were in Paris. Bring them over to Paris. Like, we want to have eyeballs on this game, because for the same reason, Steph Curry, for most of the Olympics, was playing subpar basketball. Playing subpar. What does everybody remember the most?
His performance in that championship game.
Precisely. The performance in the championship where he was just letting it rain.
Shape-shifting performance. Changed everything.
Changed everything. To the point LeBron just said, no, you got it. You're hot, bro. I'm taking a back seat. LeBron
KD was playing really well too, but nobody would know.
Nobody would know, because guess what? The attention grabber, I call him the Jesus of basketball, right? The Jesus of basketball stood up, got hot, took over. He got the crowd involved. He got his team involved. Everybody was literally looking like, hey, give him the ball. We don't want nothing else to do with this. He's hot, right? I'm coming off of a screen. KD got the ball. Steph, you got it. LeBron got the ball. Steph. Everybody knows what's happening right now, not only for the game of basketball, but we understand this crowd is electric right now. This crowd is electric. So I'm pretty sure I'm in my living room watching this game, and I'm on all 10 toes. Just Steph is going crazy right now. Like, how is he making these shots?
Yeah,
the WNBA could have had that moment.
Yeah.
Right. They could have had that moment, and they chose to be political and lock up this spot for Diana Taurasi as a gift. Find another gift. Give her another gift, or some way you can manipulate that team to where you can put CeCe on that team. It's not only for exposure. She's a great player. What she did in college was phenomenal. There's no way you're telling me she's not weighing up to 12 other WNBA superstars to play in the Olympics. And just like you mentioned earlier, where you had David Robinson, you have rookies that are coming on these Olympic teams. Anthony Davis coming on these Olympic teams from college. They're not even drafted, right? So
think to yourself, Transformer, the 1992 Dream Team.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the players that were in the league that all became Hall of Famers that weren't on the Dream Team.
Mm-hmm.
But Christian Laettner was.
Just
think about like the guys who didn't make Dream Team, who are first ballot Hall of Famers, arguably one of the best players of all time, best at their position, off that roster, but Christian Laettner was. Because that's the process that the Olympics rolls with. You know what I'm saying? The WNBA and the powers that be, the Olympic team, they violated process to play politics.
Yeah. It's tough, man. It's tough. But Caitlin Clark had a few words to say, unbeknownst of all of this and all of the attention. I don't want to be there because I'm somebody that can bring attention. Part of my point, which I think it's much bigger than just that. I love that. I love that for the game of women basketball, but at the same time, I want to be there because they think that I'm good enough. I don't want to be there to be some little person that is kind of dragged around for people to cheer about and only watch because I'm sitting on the bench. The whole narrative kind of thing upset me because that is not fair. It's disrespectful to the people that were on the team that had earned it and really were good, but it's only disrespectful to myself. That's what Caitlin Clark had to say. I think that was just more PR. Caitlin Clark knows she's good. She knows she's good.
She's the thing about teams when you construct them, you need danger. You need threats. Like the defense can't just settle in. So the more dynamics you add to a team, if you can justify it and say, well, they could do this for us, they could do that for us, you could justify her playing.
Yeah.
She has a place.
Absolutely. What do people fear the most when Steph Curry is bringing the ball up? They got to go out and check at 30 feet. That brings your defender out of that box, and he's now beyond the 3-point line because he has to check Steph Curry. What do you think they're going to do for Caitlin? She can shoot from 35.
Yeah.
I'm now going to have to draw that defender up. Now you 4 back there are going to have to figure it out. And if they space the floor out and I have a great drive of the basketball or Asia Wilson's one-on-one on the inside, we have a true problem because we can't just leave Caitlin Clark open out there.
It's almost like they're questioning whether or not they could play her for a 3 to 5 minute stretch.
Yeah.
And be like, yo, we don't have a role for you. What? Like, this is crazy. A coach couldn't figure out what to do with Caitlin Clark for 3 to 5 minutes in a stretch. Draw up a few plays that gets her clean looks at the rim from 30 or 25 or whatever. Just those are back-breaking shots.
Yeah.
If they're going in. And then, like, if I'm Caitlin Clark, I mean, internally, behind closed doors, I'm upset that I missed an opportunity to play because remember, these opportunities only come around every few years.
Correct.
So there's only a handful of times you can actually do this.
Yeah.
And she got snubbed actually.
No, absolutely. Because I believe the next one is going to be in Cali. I think the next one's in Cali, right? 2028.
Yeah.
Somebody quote me on that.
Yep.
Quote me on that. I believe the next one's in Cali. I know Snoop Dogg announced it. It's gonna be amazing. I might have to go to the Olympics in 2028. Where we gonna be?
That's a cool experience, man.
Oh man, it's gonna be a show. Oh boy, I need get your tickets now, guys, because guess what? They're gonna be godly awful if you're waiting a month prior trying to get to the Olympics. Okay, Eddie, I'm right. Okay, so Cali's going to be hosting the Olympics in 2028, and I'm just
we got the World Cup coming here to the U.S. too, like here in 2026.
Okay, so we got the Cup. Where's the Cup going to be? Is that going to be in LA too?
Oh, everywhere. It's wherever they got the stadiums. So New York, MetLife, Atlanta, Dallas, and all the big stadiums. What is it? SoFi in LA?
Yeah, SoFi.
Yeah. They're going to go to all the major markets. You need like 20 stadiums to do the World Cup, like all these groups and stuff like that. It's gonna be huge.
No, man, it's gonna be amazing, man. So definitely get your real estate games going on now because you're about to be very, very lucrative in year 2026 and 2028. If you got your Airbnbs, guys, go ahead and get those
investments
ready.
Get those things in.
See, it's not just about sports, right? We're giving you technology. My main man Sneed right here. We're giving you workout tips from the transformer himself. The journalist is not here, but we're giving you journalistic topics, right? Oh my, but what more can you want? Now we're giving you investment tips. Jesus Christ, what better show on earth?
Dynamics, bro.
What better show on earth, man? What better show? All right, so we're gonna get ready to open up the phone lines, man. If you guys want to call in and give us your take and your thoughts on CC being snubbed. Do you think that she was snubbed? What's your reason for her being snubbed? And do you think the WNBA made a bad move? Now, this is going to be a little different because I'm going to be playing you guys through my phone. Bruce has the little magic keyboard thing. I don't. So bear with your boy when we try to get these calls in. So call in 904.
King Steve. King Steve.
King Steve. 904-219-8264. That's the number. Hit us up if you want it. 904-219-8264.
You got that baritone.
Gotta get that baritone Bruce going on. 904-219-8264.
Bro, I don't know what he did to that intro thing, that he does at the beginning of the pod, but that's like 7 levels lower than he already is, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like, if you're listening in the car, bro, and you got like a subwoofer, bro, the mirrors are shaking.
Like, hey, man, hold up, man. Turn the bass down. Turn the bass down.
Oh.
Well, I told man when I first met him years ago, and I heard this man's voice coming. I'm like, he was on the phone, and I'm like, dude, are you having a real estate conversation, or is this more of like a date? Because godly, bro. He's like, hello, yeah, we have the so we can go and see 904-219 Main Street here in Jacksonville, Florida.
Barry White thing going on.
I'm like, are you trying to serenade him on the phone or show him a house, man? Which one is it? Get the appointment. Get off the phone. I don't want to hear you anymore.
It's characteristic, man.
Oh man, It's just off of whim to us. So ever since then, I called him Baritone Bruce, man. Big Baritone Bruce. Big Baritone Bruce, man. But 904-219-8264. I'm gonna give you guys another 60 seconds. If you guys want to call in, feel free to call in. If not, we are gonna move on to a little Cooper Flagg and the next king of the NBA, Bronny James.
Okay. Oh God.
And guess what? Lo and behold, we get the king.
King Steve.
King, what's going on, brother?
What up, fellas? What up, Sneak?
What up?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How we doing, Twizzler?
Hey, man. Well, we're talking about wifey here, man. We showing her some love here, man.
Well, I'm honestly going to keep it objective.
Oh.
I mean, well, I don't listen. You never heard me call in going off about her game that she's. Maybe one time I did because everybody was talking about Angel Reese balling out. This was like preseason. I said, well, Caitlin played well at the beginning of the year, but we've seen that that's floundered, man. She's not playing the way she should be. So I'm not going to call in and sit here and, she's the best. She's the best. She deserves X, Y, and Z. She's not playing that good. And I don't watch that much. So a lot of it's like clips and box score stuff that I look at. Cause I'll be honest, I'm just not entertained by women's basketball. So it's like, I'm not going to watch. But as far as the topic with the Olympic team, I think there's a fair argument where it's like, yeah, if you want to sit there and go player by player through the roster, like maybe she wasn't deserving, where it's like a clear cut based off her play, all she deserves to be on the team no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just cut and dry. It's Caitlin Clark. She deserves to be on the team.
Mm-hmm.
But with Olympics, and you guys have to correct me, Sneed may know, correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of this payment and stuff, it's based off of viewership, if I'm not mistaken, like how these Olympic players and certain things get paid, where it's like viewership and ratings has a lot to do with it. And now the only reason I'm basing this off of is because if I'm not familiar, or if I'm not mistaken, I think soccer has a lot to do with that, where it's like it's based off payments, is based off viewership and ratings and stuff. I could be wrong. I need fact check. But what I want to say is from her own play on the court, I don't know if it's cut and dry because I just don't know enough about women's basketball roster, player for player, if she was like unquestionable deserving of being on the team. My argument is from a marketability perspective, where it's like, yes, given her fan base and the market, the viewership and everything that we can clearly see that she brings, you could definitely make an argument from that perspective, where it's like, yes, everybody's going to benefit because more people, more viewership is going to come in. We're going to get paid more. So it's like all the women benefit from that. But it seems like there was this, I don't want to say agenda, but maybe there was this bias where it's like, hey, she's young. She hasn't proven herself to a degree like everybody else. We're going to keep her from being on this roster, when it should have been maybe, hey, we're dealing in the marketplace. So it's like from a competitive standpoint in the marketplace, like let's get these viewers. People want to see her, and we'll all benefit, from her being on the team. We're all going to get paid more. Now, this is all from the premise of, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of the Olympic athletes get paid based off of viewership and stuff like that. I'm not exactly positive.
I want to say it's even throughout all the players, right, Sneed?
I'm not sure. I never really looked at the compensation structure, but it makes sense that the viewership.
I can't hear Sneed.
I forgot. He can't hear you. You might have to turn your volume up on your end. I forgot. They can't hear you because you're coming through my headphones. See, this is why Bruce has the freaking magic keyboard.
Well, if you could just relay
the magic keyboard.
If you could just relay this message, I don't know for a fact.
I just turned it up a little bit because Sneed can't hear me either.
No, he can hear you. We can all hear you.
I can't hear him. Hold on, let me turn it.
It's going to be delayed.
Yeah, it's going to be delayed. But all in all, he said he doesn't know that for sure anyway.
If I'm not mistaken, a couple years back when we were having this, like, because I remember a lot of the women's soccer players were talking about they wanted the same pay as the men's league.
Mm-hmm.
In the context of the payment was, well, it's based off viewership. So it's like the women were saying that they should have been paid more, but it came down to market views and viewership. All that stuff is why the men got paid more, even though they didn't go as far as the U.S. women's Olympic team. So that's why I'm assuming the women's Olympic basketball situation would probably be the same, where it's like, I would assume it's the same deal where the women and the men both get a market share value based off of viewership. So that's where I would say, like, okay, from a roster standpoint, I can understand why maybe there's an argument why Caitlin wasn't on the team, and that's totally fair. But the underlining argument would be, well, how about from a market viewership standpoint? It's like from a growth and from a potential of the girls making more competing in the marketplace because of viewership. That would have been the argument why you would probably put Caitlin on there, because whether you like her or not, she generates viewership.
Absolutely.
Is my point.
Absolutely. No, that's a great point. I mean, and that would also lead more to, like you said, the reason why you would want her to move that needle, right? You guys have been ranting and raving about, hey, watch us, we're important too. Women's lives matter. I just made that part up. But you're put it on a t-shirt. Women's lives matter too, right? Women's basketball matters. But you missed your biggest opportunity when the biggest needle mover in women's sports period at the time. You're keeping her off the biggest stage. Like, the world gets to watch Caitlin Clark, not just the Iowa lovers and the college, the collegiate basketball player lovers. Not just them. The world gets to see Caitlin Clark, get exposed out there on the court, whether she's, dynamically shooting from three, or she's, throwing those flashy passes, or, making something eye-popping to the crowd to get everybody going. You missed that big opportunity. So that's still weird energy to me, that, you would let that ego part of what Deanna Taurasi has going on against Caitlin Clark, and you probably letting that feed into it a little bit, and you're holding back your own dollars being made just to give a present. Is that what we're doing? Like, we're Santa Claus now? We're giving presents?
So this is where it comes down, where it's like, I do believe in competition. I do think meritocracy matters, where it's like the best players should get in. But when you're on such a fine line where it's like, I don't know how many women are on the roster. I don't know how many
I think it was 12
Olympic roster spots there are.
It was 12.
So it's like, once you're getting to like 10 through 12, it's like, is it clear cut that Caitlin wasn't deserving? I think it's fair to have that discussion. But I don't think it's like complete. But when you bring in the idea of the competitive market value, where it's like, you women do want to be paid more. And listen, I'm all for that. Let them get paid more. This is the avenue to do it. So yes, competitiveness on the floor, but there's also a competition in the marketplace. I mean, you guys do content. You know how it is. Like, it's a competitive thing. We want viewership.
Correct.
So it's like, there is a competitive marketplace within, you want to covet eyes. You want attention. You're right. It seems like a blown opportunity, and it's coming from the same mouthpiece. It's saying, hey, we want our fair share. And it's like, well, if you want your fair share, then you need to compete in the marketplace of viewership, which would have been inevitably, whether you like her or dislike her, putting Caitlin Clark on that roster would have been a good move for the bag, because you're competing for the bag too.
Yep.
So, but yeah, anyway, she's playing like crap now. I know everybody in the chat gets on me, but I'll call it as it is. Like, I'm not going to sit here and twerk because of the way she's playing. I don't worship anybody but God. So it's like, yeah, she's not playing well. She needs to listen. Snead already knows. I'm not worried about her 3-point percentage. We just can't have a sandwich slump. Sophomore slump on the floor, that's fine. No sandwich slump, because I will not tolerate that. That's what I'm worried about.
He is terrible. He's terrible.
What's that?
Steve said you're terrible, man. You're terrible.
Oh man.
I keep it a buck, bro. I want my sandwiches. Miller likes sandwich while the game's on. Keep it coming.
All right, Steve. It was a pleasure.
All right, fellas.
Hey, man, thanks for calling in, bro.
Yes, sir. Hey, peace out, Steve. Bye-bye, Twizzler.
Bye-bye. Always a good call for my main man, Steve, man. King of the chat is in the building. Man. But no, he dropped some great points there, man. Like I said, you can't say I want, and then you turn around and you kind of hinder giving back to get what you want, right? Like we want more pay. We want more views. But we're gonna hold back the biggest piece on how we can get both.
Right? Is there a version of this transformer where the next time they have the Women's Olympics, Caitlin Clark plays and cooks everybody, and then everybody's gonna be like, "We wanted this 4 years ago." Like that's
going to be bad.
Then there's going to be deep regrets. You know, the commercials, remember? No regrets, the tattoos.
Regrets. Oh, yeah.
Deep regrets that we literally blocked the star from shining. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean?
Yeah. Well, we could have been ascending starting 4 years ago globally, right? Yeah. We had to wait to 2028 for this to happen, man.
Yeah, that could happen.
Good stuff. All good stuff. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and close that one out. We're going to move on over to the next topic, man. Who do we like talking about more so than Caitlin Clark? We like talking about Cooper Flagg. No, Bronny James. We like talking about Bronny.
Wave the flag for Bronny James.
Wave the flag for Bronny James, the next king of the NBA. The next king of the NBA. So Cooper Flagg had his all-star, his debut in the Summer Olympic game where he went one-on-one with Bronny James. I say that just to be funny, but they did have some one-on-one battles, and they had a couple of little highlights here. So we're gonna go ahead and play a little snippet. Cooper Flagg out there putting some wheeling, nailing, driving down the court. As you can see, big lane, big basket by Cooper Flagg, man. What was your take? Were you able to watch the game, Sneed, and get a good opinion on what Cooper Flagg has to develop in this game?
Yeah, I didn't get to watch the game, so I'm gonna watch the highlights, bro. I'm not into summer league all like that, but he's an exciting player. He's got a fantastic playing style. It's all effort, it's high motor. He's very, very skilled. He's fearless.
He tried.
I know. I'm saying, bro. He's exciting. There's a lot of really solid, like the skills he has now. Right, his game is really nice, and his upside is really high. His floor is pretty high. When I watch players in these types of situations, Transformer, I don't look at the box score. I'm looking for splash plays. I'm looking for how he beats defenses, how he plays defense, and then if he's got like certain matchups, like how's he defending in the post? Is he getting pushed around? Is he getting beat up? Is he getting beat off the dribble? Or offensively, like we saw him in the open court, he's going to be a force in transition.
Oh, absolutely.
See what I'm saying?
It. Yeah.
We're learning things like that he's going to have wrinkles to his game, because what you want to see is a player going to be one-dimensional, or can they impact the game across multiple levels, right? And honestly, those plays that we saw, those are fun plays.
Yeah.
Those are athletic plays. Those are aggressive plays. We can look forward to those things in the NBA season. So I'm looking at like how he's playing as opposed to like how many points he scores, or if he goes 2 for 11 from 3 or whatever. That stuff doesn't really matter to me. I saw some fun plays that indicate to me what type of player he could be in the future.
No, absolutely. I mean, obviously, if we're looking at the box score, Henny Hardaway, he did shoot 5 for 21, 0 for 5 from 3, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, and 1 turnover for a total of 10 points. He nor Bronny never scored in the second half, but like you were saying here, Sneeb, he's providing those type of looks, right? The type of looks that he's getting translates well to the NBA, right? Obviously, he's a great shooter. Now we seeing he has no care who's down in that paint, right? If I got the lane, I'm taking it, and I'm about to try to huff all over you, right? If you got the chance to see the game against San Antonio last night, you saw he was great at driving kick. Like he's able to take on your double team, switch him over, get him baseline, and he made one miraculous pass from pretty much inside the paint, clear out to the 3-point line, and Buddy missed the shot. But it was going to be a great highlight. It was so great that they replayed it anyway, despite his partner missing the shot, because how he was able to just have that vision turned around and just fastball it all the way out to the perimeter was a great look. So you look at those type of plays and those type of actions to be like, okay, this is going to be able to translate, because he's not going to be playing with these guys that are mostly going to be going to the summer league, G League, whatever you want to call it these days. He's going to be able to play with Anthony Davis, right? Eventually, Kyrie Irving. He's going to have a shooter already, Klay Thompson, right? He's going to have pieces there already. As far as open, he has Gafford and he has Lively. So he's going to be able to not say replicate what Luka did, but in a sense, still have those same passing opportunities, because one, you're going to have to, you're not going to be able to double team him. You can't double team him. You got Anthony Davis out there, right? You can't crowd the 3-point line, because guess what? He got 3 bigs that can play the inside. So you look at those type of plays right there where you're like, okay, does he have the tools? Does he have the mindset? Can he continue this mentality? Does he have the energy? A lot of these players come out and they don't have the energy, right? Like, do you have the want so to be out there, run the floor? When he gets the ball off of a rebound, defensive rebound, he's balling. He's running.
But you know what's crazy, Transformer? He knows who he is. Like, he's out there with these G League guys, with these rookies. You know, he knows who he is amongst them.
Correct.
That's why he went up with that dunk. He's like, there's nobody here who's going to stop me. You know, I know who I am amongst these people. There's a hierarchy to these players.
Yeah.
They know who's who. Very seldomly are you really shocked by someone, right? You know who's who. But what I did see from Cooper Flagg, and you kind of alluded to it, if he was turning over the ball, why? How are the turnovers happening? Is it basketball IQ? Was it just missing with passes? Was it dribbling off his foot? So it's how things are happening that are important to me, because then you start talking about, well, what's it going to look like when he's playing with AD? What's it going to look like when he's in the backcourt, right? He's handling, the offense. He's running. Kyrie's coming off of screens. Does he have good vision? Can he deliver a good pass? Can he get the ball into the post like effectively? What is he proficient at? Right. That's what I'm looking for in these things. I saw good things. At least the film shows a lot of good things. Nothing's perfect. These guys are going to be Cooper Flagg won't be peak Cooper Flagg for a few years.
Oh yeah.
Like, we're not going to see this for a long time.
We're talking 2028.
This is exciting though. Like, he's a fun player.
No, absolutely. And he has the build for it too. Like, you can tell these very long, very lengthy pause. Boy, that was crazy. I'm glad Bruce is not here. But
I won't give you a tough time like Bruce will. But man,
Bruce would have shut the show down. Whoa. But like I said, he has the shape, he has the physical attributes. And like I said, we just like looking on the court, what he had, even when from Bronny checking him, like he knew Bronny was shorter. So guess what? Oh, I'm just turn around, I'm gonna just pull over you. You're only 6'2", right? I know my matchup. You know what I mean? Then there was another play, and I'm surprised Bruce didn't give me the cut of when Cooper was trying to back down Bronny, but Bronny held his own and, barely didn't budge. And I think they called a foul, a reach-in foul or something like that on Bronny. I didn't see a foul. I just saw some tough defense being played. But that part intrigued me a little bit, right? Bronny's only 6'2", and you couldn't really do anything as far as like trying to back him down. And I mean, Cooper was trying. So that part of his game, I'm going to be interested to see whether he's trying to work into the post or trying to back somebody down, particularly a point guard or a shooting guard, somebody that's going to be a little bit smaller. Because you got guys like, Gabe Vincent and guys like that who are shorter that can get up in you. Josh Hart, shorter, can get up in you. Are you going to be able to do anything with those type of guards if they catch you on switching? Because we know the NBA is all about switching off the pick and roll. So what is your thoughts on Cooper's strength more so when he's on these separate matchups, when he's getting the smaller defenders?
I'm not going to read too much into like 1 or 2 games of a player's strength, but you'll be looking for those things like how he deals with certain player archetypes. But very typically, smaller players are often stronger players because they have to compensate somewhere. If you're losing height, you have to be stronger than your opponents. So like you ask yourself, like, how did Pat Beverly play in the league for so long?
Correct.
How did Muggsy Bogues play in the league for so long? Earl Boykins, how did he play in the league so long? They were strong. Because once you're in the post, you've lost the height situation. They could shoot over you. You just have to disrupt.
Yeah.
You have to knock them off their line a little bit, make them uncomfortable. So a guy like Bronny, it doesn't surprise me that he's a strong player. He's an undersized player. He's going to have something that could give him some edge against a guy who's 3, 4, 5 inches taller and is going to be able to do a lot of things relative to scoring. So that doesn't surprise me. But the fact that he was called for a foul, Bronny, means that he likely extended his arm or he shoved extra, and the refs are watching. The ball is there. So they're focusing on that. So, I mean, I wouldn't read into that too much, but when he has his matchups during games where it's like his actual matchups, that's really where you want to see if like his matchup is a smaller guy and we see 7, 8 plays characteristically, here's what's happening, then maybe it puts up a red flag. I don't think Cooper Flagg's weak for his position. I don't think he's weak for where he is in his career. I wouldn't read too much into it. You also have to remember, this is factual. This is true. Bronny has played NBA games already. And Cooper Flagg hasn't. You know, Bronny's, 21 or 22 years old?
20. Is he? I think he's 20. Is he 20? I don't think he's 21 yet.
Okay, so Cooper Flagg
only
is
played
18.
1 year.
Cooper Flagg is 18. You know, Bronny's a couple years older. I mean, it makes a difference. When I used to play hoops, I always wanted to play up. I would beg older kids to let me play with them. Yeah. And they were all stronger and faster than me. But it's proximity. It takes time to level up and get there, right? So I think there's some of knowing what you could do and what you can get away with, how things are called. I wouldn't read too much into it now, but it is something I'd be watching in the future. Okay.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, Bronny turns 21 in October.
Yeah.
And Cooper, I want to say he's 19. I think Cooper Flagg is 19. So just a little 1 year difference. Let me double check here.
And hey, if LeBron's putting $1 million into his body, I'm sure Bronny is too.
$2 million.
$2 million. Into the protege, right?
No, Cooper's 18. Cooper's 18. He turns 19 this December.
Yeah.
So I mean, two fairly young players. 6'9", man. 6'9". That's something you can't teach, and that's definitely going to be height. So I mean, he definitely has the height. Like I said, he has the length. He clearly has the athleticism. This start of how he's playing so far, I'm not going to say parallel to how Luka came in, but it's fairly close. Fairly close. Luka was more slower. Like he would just catch you with more like finesse type plays and drives to the basket or takes to the basket. But if you can recall, when Luka was that age, well, not that age particularly, but when he was younger and he was a rookie, he was taking it to the rack.
Luka was already a pro.
Yeah, I mean, since
Luka
he was 15,
already a pro. Yeah,
right. Since he was 15, so he's taking it straight to the rack. Right. He's Luka was all NBA 1 year. I don't know what you're talking about, Henny.
But he said in year one, he's saying like his rookie year.
Yeah. I'm not saying like. I'm talking about the play style. I'm not going to say he's going to play like him. Those are two different things, right? Those are two totally different things. I'm saying from the highlights that we just played, right? Luka was playing that same type of way when he first got into the league. Like
I think it's the game impact. His handprints were all over the game. Like Luka's handprints are in every single game he's ever played in.
Correct.
He's a force within the game.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. Takes on Bronny. Have we seen any growth? I know this is a tough question for you, Sneed, and I definitely just.
There's definitely growth. I mean, he was bad when he first started playing like professional level hoops. Like, some of the shooting was bad. Obviously, I mean, he didn't shoot a lot. There were a couple games where he took a lot of shots, but he's more comfortable, I think, in his own skin. He's more involved in the game now. He doesn't seem as passive as he once was. And that's kind of what you're looking for, I think, with Bronny. You know, can you be more assertive within the game? Everybody's calling him, you know, when he was first coming out of college, this kid's going to be 3-and-D. He's going to be a nice rotation piece. Well, we haven't seen that yet, but he's still better than he was before. He's still a young player. He can get better. Maybe he can be a legitimate rotation piece. I don't know. I know that there's a lot of guys in the league that are much better than Bronny. I know there's guys in the G League that are much better than Bronny. You know, I know there's college players just drafted that are already better than Bronny. But that's not how people are viewing and assessing Bronny, though, right? He started very low in terms of my expectations. So he's progressing. He has gotten better, and I think he still will get him. He will get better. But the Bronny situation it's more about him being thrusted into his opportunity. So now everybody's kind of aiming for him as a target. There, people have a lot of negative energy towards Bronny. But if I'm evaluating the game, he is better than he was last year, which was better than he was in college in his limited time. He's a better player today than he used to be. That's fact.
Yeah. And I like his mindset, right? He knows that he's not going to be his father, right? That's just inevitable, right? But he's also not even going to be his father's big. That's going to be more so Bryce. Bryce is going to be much bigger than what Bronny is right now. So Bronny, I like his approach on how he's just primarily just getting better as a defender, not truly worrying about shooting the ball too much, handling the rock. He wants to impact the game defensively so he can play those Josh Hart type minutes, those when not Nate Robinson, that's way too short, but those Gabe Vincent type minutes. I just develop me a nice 3-point shot. Cool, right? But other than that, I have to be a menace defensively because of my height, right? I can't just, go over shooting over the top of guys, pulling up from three. Everybody's not a Brunson. Everybody's not Jalen Brunson, right? So I have to be a much better defender, especially since I was thrusted into the league. I was gifted this opportunity to come play with the Lakers. I do have a huge target on my back because of my last name. So how can I make the best of this situation? And his approach has been primarily, I want to be a defensive hawk. What is your take on his decision in making that commentary about being a defensive hawk?
So that's 50% of the game is just playing defense, and it's connected to effort. It's connected to anticipation, active hands, moving your feet, making life challenging on whatever your assignment is, right? Whoever the player may be. The thing is in the NBA today, if you play defense and you shoot a decent percentage when you're open, you will have a job. That has been the case for a long time. Bruce Bowen played in the NBA as a full-time player,
and terribly,
but he made 53% in the corner three in the NBA Finals.
Yeah,
and he was the team's best perimeter defender. You see what I'm saying? There's always a role for that. There's always that job. Like, think about like Matt Bonner was in the NBA for years because he would play competent defense. I didn't say good; it was just competent, and he was a threat from distance. There's a niche for these types of players. Correct. There's a role, there's a bench position to come off and get in a rotation. That's Bronny's potential. There's no version of Bronny that's like all NBA. I mean, how much of a shock would it be if Bronny ever was selected to an all NBA anything?
He would have to pull up Jalen Brunson numbers.
We would be shocked. We would be so surprised. It's so unlikely. But he can find a niche. He could find a place, be good at what you could do. And it could only be two things. In the NBA, you could be really good at two things and make millions of dollars and play in the league for years. Because we've seen teams hang on to players hoping that they turn into something, and they hang around forever, hoping because they're 7 feet tall. See, Bronny's not 7 feet tall. So the hope can end quickly. So he's got to quickly develop that part of his game, right? The defense, where he can be basically you have to shut down whoever you're defending.
Correct.
You can't get cooked. If you're getting cooked, you're going to find yourself out of work.
Yeah. And and more so like Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly is another good name. I'm 6', I can't grow taller. I can't teach myself to be taller. But what I can teach myself is that mentality of whenever somebody has the ball and I'm the primary defender, you're going to have a tough time, right? You got 6 fouls, use them. Use them, show that you're going to be physical, show that you're not going to get pushed around, show that, I'm really going to hold my ground. And I think the perfect teammate for him right now is Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent is on the Lakers team. So I think he is going to be able to inherit a little bit more of that mindset. Gabe Vincent, 6'3", I believe he's maybe 6'4". But 3-point shooter, not saying necessarily great, but decent enough 3-point shooter. But defensively, I'm everywhere. Like, can I do the other things on the court? Like if the ball's up in the air, I'm going to get it, right? If the ball dives on the floor, I'm going to dive at it. Like those extra nuances when it comes to not being a great offensive player. Can you do the other things, the nitty, the tough, gritty plays, like similar to Josh Hart?
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to drop 30. Occasionally drops maybe 12, right?
And you would say that's icing on the cake. You would say that that's not expected.
Correct.
Yeah,
but you see Josh, if that ball goes in the air, Josh Hart's up in the air, right? The ball dives on the ground, Josh Hart dives on the ground, right? If there's an attack to the basket, he's challenging the basket. He's challenging you at the top of the basket. Those things is why Josh Hart is so great in New York, and I wish he can become a Laker again. But it's those other things that he does without necessarily being an effective scorer, and I think that's where Bronny is at. Honestly,
do me a favor, Transformer. Do me a favor. Put up Henny Hardaway's comment about every elite defender gets cooked. I want to make my position clear because I don't want to be misunderstood. I'm going to articulate this. It's not about getting cooked on a play. It's when a coach brings you in for a specific assignment. I'm talking coaches here, just insight into coaches. They want something out of a player. They say, okay, you're coming in, you're going to play this many minutes. Here's what I expect you to do for my team. What I mean by getting cooked is coach brings you in and they're hunting you defensively.
Correct.
They want to pick on you.
Yeah.
Because you just gave up 3 buckets in 4 possessions. Now they are looking for you. You can't be hunted.
Yeah.
Like you have to be a passable defender just to be on the floor. And a true elite defender, they bring them in situations where they have to do something. Like they're like bounty hunters. Like Patrick Beverly, for example, you mentioned him, or like Tony Allen. They had specific jobs that they were sent to do on the basketball court.
Be a menace, be a pest.
This is
get some stops. Yeah.
And them getting cooked, it's what I mean by getting cooked. Like Kobe could drop 30 on Tony Allen, and you would say, oh, he cooked Tony Allen. How great was Kobe as a scorer? Holding Kobe to 30 probably is a good thing, especially if you get a win, right? If the defense leads to wins, or if you went in and did exactly what the coach asked you to do. See, I think that's something a lot of people forget. Bronny is going to be a coach's tool. He is not going to be a star that carries a franchise.
No, not at all.
Can he play 10, 12, 14 years in the league where he has value to a franchise and a coach? Value.
Yeah. No. You, that's true. And even when Kobe was getting guarded by Tony Allen, Kobe would tell you, man, it took me about 25, 30 shots to get there because everything was tougher. That's what we're looking for Bronny to do. That's what elite defenders do. Not necessarily saying that you're never going to score 25, 30, 35 on me, but it's going to take you a tremendous amount of shots to get there, right? What does that do for your team per se? Since you're taking so many bad shots and you're taking so many bad opportunities, those are bad possessions. Guess what? My team gets the advantage going the other way, right? If you get 30 points, okay, you got 30, but it took you 28 attempts. That's a lot of attempts for 30 points. So those missed baskets, those missed opportunities, I forced you to think about, dang, I really need to get my 30. That's taking your teammates out of the ball game. Stuff like that becomes
That's a good point.
That comes with elite defense. Yeah.
So check that out, right? Like if I don't need help defensively, I'm helping my team.
Absolutely.
Nobody else needs to compensate. I don't need people shading. I don't need people cheating and taking 2 steps away from their assignment to be closer to help me with swipes, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, you could definitely be that.
Hey, pull up Lou's comment.
I was
pull
right
it up.
on it.
Yeah. So,
right on it.
So that's a low bar, right? What was his average at USC?
4
What did he show you at USC? So yeah, the bar is low. Absolutely. And everybody has basically said he's not good. So yes, the bar is low. He could become a competent role player. He achieved.
No, that's not a low bar. That's not a low bar, Lou. He's not going to be LeBron. No, he's not going to be near that. So let's go ahead and take the all-star, superstar mentality. Let's just go ahead and just put that on the side, right? Put that on the side. Can I be a runner-up for a defensive third team, right? Can I be? Well, I think you only do 2 teams defense, but Can I be in that conversation of like I was deservingly a spot on the all defensive second team, right? That's a huge accomplishment for a 6'3" guard who doesn't have his father's ability to just run through guys and get points. We have to think about what has Bronny done from high school to college to now. We're coming up on his second year. What has he done to show us that the bar should be higher? There's not much to see. He doesn't take a lot of shots,
but
he fits right into that category of don't take a lot of shots, but when he does, if he gives you 10 to 12 points, icing on the cake. But am I doing everything else on the team? Moving the ball around, attacking defenders, diving for loose balls. If the ball goes up in the air, I'm jumping. I'm getting that ball. The same, a Josh Hart type of player, oh, he can be on any team. If he becomes a free agent, everybody's calling to get Josh Hart.
Yeah.
Bronny can be that. That's not a low bar. I don't think that's a low bar at all.
But Transformer, this is shrouded in the whole concept of what LeBron has said, right? Yeah. Like this is partially LeBron's fault for saying things like Bronny's better than half the dudes in the league right now. Like, yeah, Bron did that. And now you got people throwing this is venom. You know, they're basically saying, you know, LeBron's lying, and it doesn't matter that in that case, it doesn't matter that he's his son, right? Yeah. You lied. He's not better than half the league, right? And people take that literally, and you and me know it's because it's his son that he is saying that to try to get his son to the league.
Absolutely.
Right? He's overselling his son, but you know, me and you aren't surprised, but some people won't look past it, you know?
Yeah. Bronny has to pay the price for that, man. Yeah. But like I said, that bar that
Lonzo
we're setting,
LeVar Ball, the Ball brothers,
yeah,
didn't they pay the cost of what their father was saying in the media?
Oh, absolutely. Not so much LaMelo, but Lonzo definitely did. Lonzo caught major heat when he got to LA. The broken shot. Oh, you didn't get him to fix it, right? like, wait, what? What was it? LaAngelo? Is it Angelo? Jello ball. So you get the Jello, and it's like, oh, well, he can't make it to the league. He can't stay in the league. He's going to go to the G League. But LeVar Ball put all that pressure. I got three of the best. The only thing that LeVar was right on was the LaMelo was the better player out of all of them. He said he called that. He's like, the better one is the youngest boy.
The thing about like Jello, for example, Jello got a workout with Golden State.
Yeah.
And they're like,
he was on Orlando for a little minute too.
But like when he did his workout at Golden State, like he came in, they had him take a few shots, and I heard like the scouts were looking around. They're like, "What is this? Is this real life? Like, what are we supposed to do with this? Like, how do you get here? You know what I mean? See what I'm saying? Like, it's just misplaced."
Yeah, man. I mean, sometimes as fathers, and I can say this now because I'm definitely one of those. you want to big up your kids, right? You want to big up them. It's so hard, but when you're at such a stature as LeBron James is, bro, your words matter. This is a lot of reason why Jordan just shut up, because he know I can't say too much because of where I'm at and who I am. It's going to be considered law if I say my boys are the next. They're the next me's. They're the next me's. If Jordan was to say something like that, oh, he would be getting crucified right now because none of them boys made it.
Yeah.
None of them made it. So, like, not only did they not even make it.
Did one of them or both of them play college ball?
The one that's dating Scottie Pippen's daughter.
No, he played.
Scottie Pippen's wife.
Marcus, right?
Played. Marcus, yeah, Marcus Jordan. So, like, neither, like, if he was to say something like that, then Marcus would have been, and Marcus was good at college. He played real good.
I remember him in the tournament. I remember him having some moments. Yeah.
Yeah, he balled out. Yeah. But, you know, if Jordan was to say, oh, man, he better than half these guys in the league, and Marcus didn't even really make it in the league, Jordan would get crucified. So, Jordan, guess what? let them boys play, man. They're my boys, man. They just work on their game.
They do the talking. That's right, yeah.
But LeBron and Jordan's personalities are just so far in the opposite direction. LeBron embraces the media era, right? He's all about Twitter, Instagram,
when it fits.
Facebook.
When it fits,
he just jumps on it, right? And that, you know, gratefully so. That's how you make, you know, most of your dollars. These guys get paid millions of dollars just by posting something, right? But Jordan definitely wasn't that type of guy. He just sit in the back. I'll be out. I come and do my little my little commercials, or I do my little little tournaments for the little kids and stuff like that. Other than that, you put a camera in my face, Jordan's walking away. Jordan doesn't want the camera. He's like, I don't want to say nothing because it will be considered law. If I state an opinion, depending on how I word it, you journalists are taking it and running away with it. Right. You're going, man. It's you're going. But yeah, man, you got anything else on Cooper Flagg and the future king of the NBA?
My position on Cooper Flagg is the same it was before Summer League. I'm not jumping to conclusions. I'm not going to make any, predictions. He looks good in Summer League. He looked good in college. Everything's fine so far. Yeah. And I'm not setting him up for any, over exaggerations. I'm not setting him up for any, disconnections from reality or delusion. I'm not doing the Larry Bird thing. Like, all you guys can do that. I am not going to do this, bro. He looks good, just like he looked good in the tournament. That's all I'm going to say. He's so far playing very nicely.
Absolutely. He's 18. Anything he does this year, we'll watch it. The criticism, I'm not going to be too heavy on it. He's 18. I'm going to be looking for the movements, the style of play, the nuances, like the growth. The man is 6'9". You can't teach.
How about this, Transformer? How does Jason Kidd nurture him? Like, that's another interesting thing. How does he find his role when he's on the floor with Anthony Davis?
Yeah.
Like, how does he impact the game when Anthony Davis is off the floor and he becomes a primary option? Those are some of the things I'm kind of interested to see.
No, and I think Jason Kidd, one of the smartest basketball players, one of the highest IQs in NBA history, I think he can figure that out. I mean, I think more so like, trying to figure it out with Luka. Luka had his own ego to deal with, right? And you had to battle more so of that. So if Jason Kidd says something, Luka just turns around like, I don't want to do that.
We saw a lot of that manifest itself.
A lot of that. Like, I don't want to do that. And Jason's like, well, what do you want me to do? I can't coach somebody who doesn't want to be coached or don't want to listen to what I'm saying. Cooper's 18. He has no stature in the NBA or no type of level of I get to say what I want to do and do what I want to do at this point in this juncture. So I think he's going to be more open to Jason Kidd and like,
I agree with that. Yeah.
Hey, this is what we're going to do. Like, okay, cool. I get it.
It also seems like his mindset might be a little bit more open to some, development ideas from coaches.
Yeah, no,
I think
absolutely.
I think some players, well-known players who have publicly made it very clear they don't care about coaches.
Absolutely. Right? Yeah. Well, we're going to leave it at that, guys. If you guys want to call in about this conversation, hit up the line. And do remember, you're not going to hear Sneed. So I'm going to have to repeat everything Sneed says because, again, we're blaming Baritone Bruce. He has the magic keyboard. 904-219-8264 if you got anything you want to comment on. 904-219-8264. Hot 107.1. Rhythm and Blues.
The Wave.
The Wave. Bruce, we miss you, brother.
Yeah.
We miss you. We miss you.
That's it's super exciting, man. Cooper Flagg, man. It's gonna be nice to watch them play. And what are they, about 2 hours behind where I'm at? So I'll get to catch most of those games.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some high profile games. They'll market him.
Oh, absolutely.
They'll do a good job with that. And then hopefully Kyrie gets back towards the end of the year pretty healthy and see some of that.
I think Kyrie was on some live stream or Twitch or one of those little apps. And he was stating, somebody asked him, like, are you going to be coming back at the end of the season? He said, I wouldn't bet my money on it. So I'm like,
so he's tempering the expectations.
Yeah, like tempering, like, hey, like I'm working, but let's not
play a Transformer. You under promise and over deliver.
Under promise, over deliver. Like, I wouldn't bet money on it. Like, I'm working, but I'm not expected to come back anytime soon. But yeah, man, I like Cooper Flagg. I think this is kind of like a perfect opportunity for him, right? Because Kyrie Irving is not on the floor. So you're going to see a little bit more playing time than what you expected if Kyrie was on the floor. So you're going to be able to see like, okay, man, what can this young kid do like right now? What can we see right now that's going to be like godly great when he's 21? Because I honestly think Cooper Flagg is about 2-3 years removed from being where we think that Cooper Flagg can go based on his youth and based who's around him. Similar to how Kyrie, the same way. He came in and he was a certain type of player, but when he turned 21, 22 and LeBron came, we saw a whole shift in what Kyrie Irving can do, and we really saw him showcase his talent. And I think that's what Cooper Flagg could definitely do.
Yep.
And he's not the star, so that also works out in his favor.
They can accelerate that. His stardom
Absolutely.
can be like very, very quick. You know, the conversation next year is very different than this one.
Yeah. Format Podcast. Who's this?
Yo, this is Sean.
Sean, man, what's going on, brother?
Sean?
How are you, sir?
I'm good, brother. How about yourself?
I'm fine.
That's good, man. What you got on us?
As far as about Caitlin Clark, you know, like she's in the slump right now. I ain't gonna front, man. Like she, you know, I'm just gonna be honest. If she continue playing mediocre, she probably need to remove that all-star away from her because ain't no way. I mean, I get it, you know what I mean, the mental deficiencies of the game or whatsoever, but like, come on, man. Like, nah, you if you got that much about hype, you're going to have to be performing consistently.
Yeah.
Shoot, even Angel Reese is performing more consistently. I'm not saying Angel Reese is a better player than Caitlin Clark, but you know, she played more consistently, and you know, despite having a bad team, she gained more of the hype in a more of a natural rate, you know. So I'm just hoping later on the season she actually gets her stuff together.
No, absolutely.
Because this is right now, it's not a good look, you know. And to be honest with you, you know, not to say, and also to be honest with you, I think it was somewhat of a bad look of her, she did not want to do the 3 versus 3 basketball over the Olympics. I think it's somewhat bad luck. Like that is. What you saying?
No. Repeat that last part again.
I say I think it is a bad look that she actually she actually said, nah, I don't want to do 3-on-3 on the Olympics. I wanted to do 5-on-5. You know, I think, you know, you could have actually just get an easy medal like that way, and you could do 5-on-5 later.
But I don't think that was her. I don't think that was her. That wasn't her goal. Like, you know, I get what you're saying, right? You know, to get a medal, like get the medal. I don't think that's how she wanted to get a medal, right? I believe Caitlin Clark believes I am good enough to be on this 5-on-5 team. And I feel like you're belittling my stardom, or just going to be, and more so in her case, now just using me to put me wherever because you know my stardom is going to come. And now you're just going to put me in a 3-on-3 tournament. Like, that's not what I did in Iowa. It was 5-on-5 basketball, right? So I see what you're saying, you know, to get an easy medal. Yeah, that's all cool. But we know what medal is the real one. We know which medal that's going to really be the huge factor. It's the 5-on-5 game, man.
I know, but still, like right now, people are really just thinking about like, yeah, maybe she wasn't good enough to play 5-on-5 in the Olympics. Like look way she slumped. Like you know that you cannot be slumping you can't be slumping right now like this.
Yeah. I'm
like, as for your sophomore year, you can't be shooting LeBron James little bricks. You can't be doing that, man.
Hey, well, LeBron James has been shooting a lot better from the 3, buddy. So I mean, you got to
find
a better
man.
one.
No.
He's
it was
above
like
average, man.
Defense, above average. More like average below.
Like right now? Have you been watching LeBron James lately?
Oh yeah, I've been watching I've been forced to watch those Laker games. Because I'm a Laker fan myself. And I'm sick and tired of that bum out of my team, man. I told you, man.
Okay, I see where that's coming from. So you just calling it, bad shots because you just want him off the team. Got it. I got you.
No, it's not just that. Like, bro, you want me to pretend that in the last in those 2 seasons, he was shooting bricks just in order for him to go to get that scoring record? Nah, man. Like, I'm sorry. People want me to try to look at him as far as his greatness. I said, nah, man. The greatness is manufactured. Ain't nothing natural off of that.
Okay. I got you. I'm gonna let you have that one because that's not what the topic of conversation is. And I know how this can strain and go a different direction, man. But I can't
say I'm about Bronny. You know what I mean? Like, Bronny should never be in the NBA too. Should never be in the NBA.
What is your take on Cooper Flagg versus Bronny? You got anything on that?
That's like comparing Saturn to Pluto. Actually, that's disrespectful to Pluto. That's like comparing Saturn to a comet that we don't even know about until 500 years later. That's how bad. That's how bad Bronny is, man. Like, you comparing a guy who did not really who got everything out of the golden hand to a guy who actually built himself up naturally. I don't understand this, like, versus. Like, as if, like, Bronny James is, like, he's going to be on the level of the elites. I'm like, listen, I get it, man. We live in a world trolling, people love to be a part of something, of a conversation. You know what I mean? They'll try to do is to be a part of something that they think that if I talk about this, it's going to make me look good.
Yeah.
But this doesn't look good. Why are you comparing a super rookie to the worst rookie?
I mean, well, the name and the stardom of the name, what they're doing, man.
Pick 55 versus pick 1. Come on, man.
Exactly.
This is one of the reasons why I don't like that motherfucker, man. I don't care, man. The dude wants everyone to crave his attention for no damn reason.
Sean chose violence today.
Sean chose violence.
A genuine place. You want people to just like, hey, I want to supersede everything. Now I'm going to try to do is to get my son to have that same level of hype as I am. Well, shoot, if he's going to get that same amount of hype, we're going to have those extra expectations. The same way that we expect you to be the so-called GOAT, we expect him to be one of the best players in the league. He is absolutely the worst. He's the worst player in the league.
LeBron Venom, man. Telling you.
LeBron Venom. That's coming from Sneed, man. LeBron Venom. You came with a vicious attack on Bronny, man. But no, man, I get what you're saying, brother. I get what you're saying. I mean, the only reason why this is a versus, why it's because of the dollars. I mean, the only reason why this is a versus is because of the dollars. Because, like I said, Bronny last year and even in the summer league, he's done nothing remotely close for this to be a true Flagg versus Bronny
like moment. A showdown.
So let's get some dollars going and let's get the viewership going on this future star in the NBA.
So basically, you're telling me that people will buy to watch a guy who sucks at basketball just because of his namesake.
If
that is the truth, honestly, the fandom is actually garbage. I'm just kidding.
Well, actually, didn't they say? I think it was 1.3 million views. It was the highest viewed game.
Buzz.
It was it was
there's a little buzz.
Highest viewed game in I believe summer league history.
Garbage. I'm sorry. The fandom right now is garbage. I can't always blame these players. The fans are garbage. I'm just keeping it 100. The culture, the modern day culture, is garbage in basketball.
John shows violence, bro.
And every day is showing proof.
Yeah. No. True. Sneeze said, "Hey, man, you definitely chose violence." But are the fans garbage, or is it more so the NBA garbage for thrusting in all of our faces for us to want to tune in and turn this on?
Listen,
I like that comment.
I absolutely don't like Adam Silver, but if I'm going to be honest with you, I think I have to blame more of the fans. The fans are too gullible these days, man. I'm just gonna keep it 100, man. Listen, we live in a time where entertainment watching, going to certain events. A lot of people are not going that much events. You know what I mean? The hype when it comes to creativity is really down these days.
Yeah.
So they'll make trash. They'll try to make trash into treasure. And I completely understand about that. But just because you want to watch trash and try to make it gold, that does not mean that everybody wants to watch trash and see if it's going to be gold. No, it's always going to be trash.
Maybe the summer league isn't for Sean, man.
It said, Sneeze said, maybe the summer league isn't for you, brother.
No, I watch the summer league. I'm not saying the summer league. I hate the summer league. I'm just saying that, man, why are we hyping up a guy who only scored 2 points, and he does it in my team, in my college team? I'm a USC fan. You see, the more times I'm thinking about it, the more times it is so personal. My.
It's just good. Yeah.
You know what? I'm not going to. We're going to continue going to the subject, but still, Flagg is going to be the super rookie that people are going to be praising about. Bronny James is going to be the mediocrity that a lot of people will try to hype him up, but he's always going to be mediocre, and that's just what he is. Bryce might have a chance. Fortunately, I hope the new CEO for the Lakers or the new owner for the Lakers will dumb down and stop allowing none of this crap to make the LeBron trio or the James family coming in. Like, no one wants to see it. We wanted to wait till championships.
Yeah. And I think we're going to get more into that in the very, very next topic, speaking a little bit more on LeBron in LA. But definitely new ownership. Definitely likes to it's definitely going to be a culture shift. I know that Jeannie Buss is going to be still acting governor, I believe, over the next 5 years or so or something like that. But, hey, man, the big guy with the big money, he's going to come in and he's already making decisions that's obviously, not to Bron's liking, but it makes sense for Laker basketball, man. So we're definitely going to get into that. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go.
Thanks,
we're going to
Sean.
see if we get another caller coming in. Sneed, thanks you for coming on, Sean. But stay tuned, man. We got a lot more coming up. You might like what's going to be discussed in this next topic here, brother.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, bro, man. Take care.
Please.
Oh, man. Yeah, Sean chose violence.
He came for the fans, Adam Silver, the league. Everybody's getting it, man.
Everybody can get it, right? From LeBron to Bronny to fans to Adam, everybody can get it, man. Sean.
You know what, man? Passionate fans are so important to the fabric of the discourse, right? Like they're the ones that care the most. They're the ones most heavily invested. So I'm good with it.
Yeah, no, man. Good take. All right, I'll give you guys about 30 more seconds. We'll allow somebody else to call in. If not, we're going to definitely move on over to Bron not feeling valued. He's not feeling valued, man. So 30 more seconds, 904-219-8264.
Got the shiny new toy in LA, you know what I mean?
Hey. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That was a good call.
Sean might call back on this next one, bro. He might.
Oh, he's going to feel like, thank but Jesus that he's out of here. Get him out of here. All right, guys, we can go ahead and move on over here to the next one. Oh, boy. What's a podcast show without talking about LeBron James? Granted, we've already discussed this name at least 3 times already.
Come up,
but
yeah.
This one hit home for most of LA fans, and a lot for the ones that call it a little slander. Ones that like to slander the name, and I'm more so going to lean towards the fandom here. But LeBron James reportedly felt the Lakers didn't fully value everything he had done while shifting focus to Luka Doncic. This is per Ramona Shelbourne and Windhurst on ESPN. Also, James understood the Lakers taking advantage of an opportunity to pivot to the younger superstar, but from James' perspective, sources said, nuance was sometimes lost during the transition. Doncic had never asked to be a Laker. James, for this part, had chosen LA coming in 2018 when the team had missed the playoffs 5 consecutive seasons. The worst one for the franchise move since from Minneapolis. 2 years later, James helped them deliver a 17th championship. Boy, not feeling valued in LA. What does that mean, Sneed? What does that mean to you?
I think I think the moment finally happened. Like it's set in now that it is in, like, without a shadow of a doubt, it's Luka time.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just finally hit, even though it should have hit in February of last year. Like now everybody is on the same page. Everyone. LeBron's camp, LeBron himself, the Lakers, fans, now they all realize it. I realized it in February. I think you did as well. I think most objective folks were thinking this is now the Luka era. Every move moving forward is about Luka.
Yep.
I just think that now LeBron and his people have finally felt the reverberation of that. It didn't set in right away. It was like shock. Right? There's that space between when it happens and when it sinks in. Unfortunate for them. I mean, LeBron has been, the best player of these generations of basketball. He's been the most coveted free agent whenever he was available, right? Like people, who wouldn't want a LeBron James joining their franchise?
Yeah.
If it was about increasing your team value, if it was about a chance to win, those kind of, if those are your priorities, then you're entertaining him coming to your team. All the baggage that comes with it, the difficulties, the roster construction, some of the passive aggressive stuff that people have highlighted as trouble that come with LeBron, star, like how do you treat a star and all that. But like now it's clear. But the problem is like LA has a new owner and they're going to be moving differently because Luka, the trade, you gave up assets, you moved people. It's Luka, he's 25, 26. LeBron is, it was nice what he did in 2020 with Anthony Davis. That was 5 years ago.
Correct.
The last time we watched LeBron play meaningful basketball in 2023 against the Nuggets, he was swept. He was not able to finish the game strong, impact the game in terms of a winning fashion. Who needed to see this or hear this? Like I like delusional folks didn't realize what had parlayed in the last year, 2 years, 3 years. Like seriously, they basically got swept by the Timberwolves after, doing poorly the season before and getting bounced the year before and whatever. Like, and I don't want to say poorly, but it's not happening anymore with LeBron in LA. And that was so blatantly obvious. To feel not valued, it's because he's not being pandered to anymore. Who would pander to LeBron at 41 years old and just acquired Luka Doncic? Who would do this? You would question their ability as an owner. You would question their ability as a GM if you were pandering to a 41-year-old age star who has not impacted real winning in a championship fashion in multiple years. What should be being discussed is his farewell tour. What should be being discussed is leaving on a good note so that people remember him in a positive light. Those are the setups for this year. All this other stuff, trade destinations, not feeling, there's no value. His value to the Lakers is actually to Jeannie Buss, his quote unquote star power, and his farewell tour. That's it. Go ahead, Transformer.
I disagree with myself. I agree, bro. I fully agree, bro.
I was like, is he really going to do this? All right.
I'm not going to do this today. Not doing this today. Of course, man, y'all know I've been loving the Lakers since 1996. Pick up sticks, 7-8, lay them back straight. I've been Laker gang or die for such a long, long time. I've been supportive of LeBron James and what he's done in his career. I'm not one of the ones that's just going to slander what LeBron James do. He's had an amazing career. I've bear witness to one of the greatest greatest players of this generation, of all time, and all of that, so to say. My take on this, I don't know if you guys got big brothers, little sisters, anything like that. But you know how your big brother is the first one to get the car, and you're like sitting back and you're like, man, I can't wait till I can get the car. Like, oh, I can't wait till I get the car. And then the older brother mistakenly brings home a couple of girls that wasn't supposed to be in the car. So he gets in trouble. And the younger brother just gets old enough to like, oh, man, I just got my learner's permit and I'm ready to drive. And what happens to the big brother?
He loses the car.
He loses the car. The keys get taken from the big brother. All right, son, now you can go learn how to drive. What does the big brother do?
Man,
he goes berserk.
Tantrum, right? Yeah.
Tantrums, upset, kicking stuff. Oh, what about me? I'm the big brother, blah, blah, blah. LeBron James, you're the big brother. You're being the big brother right now. The keys have finally been taken for 21 years. 22. For 22 years, he's always had the keys. And little brother finally got the keys from him because LeBron is making mistakes. And guess what? I'm taking the keys. Here's the keys, Luka Doncic. And he's not happy. It's not about feeling valued. Bron, we valued you for 7 years. 7 years. 7 years you've brought us a championship. We drafted your son. We gave you your money. We got you AD. We traded it. Well, the trading AD was not your fault. We got other pieces and players that you wanted to be there, and things of that nature. Bro, you've been valued. We value you. We value you. Right now, under certain circumstances, we wasn't able to make more postseason runs that we did. Either you're hurt or AD hurt or both of you guys are hurt, and we're losing at that retrospect. But bro, we're the Lakers. We are LA. We are about building this franchise, building this organization, and getting back to the championship. We can't be catering to a 41-year-old doing that, bro. You're 41. What more can we do with you being the focal point of the franchise? What team in their right mind is doing that for a 41-year-old? No team. We didn't do it for Karl Malone. They didn't even do it for Kobe. Kobe didn't get nothing that he wanted in the last 4 years. He got
it was literally just the waiting game.
Literally waiting on him to say, I'm retiring. That's all you was waiting on for Kobe. That was it, right? Karl Malone didn't get none of that. Dirk Nowitzki was able to get a title, but after that, hey, we can't cater to you no more. We got to move on. There's this kid that we're trying to eye. It's called Luka Doncic that we're trying to get this man in the draft. We're already pivoting on to the next step. And LeBron, that's what the Lakers are doing. We are moving on from the LeBron James era. You can be here if you want, but all of the decisions that we're going to make is going to be because of Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is not under contract. We want to cater to him. Why? We're kissing babies and shaking hands and all that stuff. We want him to sign for us for 5 years. Yeah. Soon as we secure him, boom, we can fit in everything else that's around him. Paying $55 million to a 41-year-old is not in Mark's repertoire. If you don't know Mark Walter, LA Dodgers owner, he's quick to get you up out of there. He's quick. And
a reminder, Transformer, that price is what you pay, value is what you get. LeBron's price tag is $52.6 million. The Lakers agreed to those terms. LeBron signed for that deal. It was a player option. He won't return $52.6 million in value as a player.
No, he won't. Absolutely not. Not at the expectation shouldn't even be there for him to do that, right? Even what he's done last year. And like, great from where he's at. And this is not to say LeBron James still isn't playing at a great level. He just made second team All NBA at 41 years old. That's great. That's not $55 million great. $55 million is first team All NBA, gunning for MVP. That's what $55 million is, right? How much is Shea getting paid? On the annual average of what? 71 million.
It's crazy.
71 million. And Devin Booker just beat that with 72.5. Like,
where are we right now?
First of all, I'm in the wrong sport. I'm done with podcasting. I'm finna go to LA. Finna hoop. I'm 5'7". I ain't going no damn where. But LeBron James, like I said, he got the keys taken from him. And he's never had that done before. Miami, he had the keys. He didn't like what Pat Riley had to say. I'm out of here. Cleveland, oh, he didn't like what was the GM's name? Was it GM? I think it was the GM. He didn't like what he was doing. I'm out of here. Right? Second stint at Cleveland. Oh, these guys are getting hurt. Oh, Kevin Love's getting old. Oh, well, guess what? I'm out of here.
But he had that juice, Transformer.
Yes.
He ain't got that juice no more.
No. LeBron James used to do what Aaron Rodgers used to do for my Green Bay Packers. That's make something bad or mediocre and make him good. Mm-hmm. I'm transcendent enough to, we should be here for real, but since we got you, shit, man, we are way better than what we should be. Green Bay,
Transformer, go through the 2019 season to the 2025 season. Look at what the Lakers have done. It's really mixed. It's really mixed.
Yeah.
The championship is the championship. I don't like it when people downplay chips. So they got a championship in 2020. And then you got a Western Conference Finals trip in 23. Mm-hmm. Talk to me about the other years, though. How'd they go? How was 2019? You know, like these are years where you were distant from an opportunity to compete for a title because this is the Lakers. So if this was Cavs LeBron, you're probably in the Western Conference Finals every year.
Yeah.
But you don't have Cavs LeBron. You haven't had Cavs LeBron.
I pray that we did, though.
You know, okay, yeah. But it would have been a different story.
Different story.
And the roster construction would have been different. And the philosophy of how you build the team would have been different.
Yeah.
He's a man out of time.
Yeah.
You know, and the league has a problem. Adam Silver has a problem. Nobody knew anything about the Pacers or the Thunder in the finals because they were promoting Steph and LeBron in Christmas. You see what I'm saying? So the league has not been set up properly for the young guys to make their next steps and all that. And these older players, the legacy players, the KDs, the Stephs, LeBron, they're men out of time.
Yeah.
They're not who they once were, and there's still fans hanging on to it, and there's still the players hanging on to it. And based on salaries, the teams are still hanging on to it.
Yeah.
People are disconnected from reality a bit.
I mean, I think more so the league also, I mean, the league's problem is their young superstars or young should-be superstars don't want to take this mantle that LeBron, Steph, and KD have carried this whole time. Anthony Edwards will tell you straight, I don't want to be a face. Just want to go out there and hoop. Zion Williamson, they tried to give it to him. Injuries, background, Ja Morant. Oh, let's try this again. Ja Morant, off the court issues, injuries. Damn it. Okay. Like they keep trying for players and they're trying to find it. But so since they keep striking and missing, swinging and missing, what do you go back to? Oh, man, well, we still got LeBron.
So check this out, Transformers. So check this out. Most people don't know who they are going to be and what they'll become until it starts to happen. It's like a timeline, right? Like nobody asked SGA when he was 19 years old, are you ready to be a star in the NBA? You don't know like those things that are going to happen and at what time frame, like the timing. But it's not an option anymore. SGA has become a star in the league. He's a superstar. He won the league MVP.
Correct.
He won the finals MVP. He won a championship. Like, it's not a question. That's it. He's a superstar. It's not. It's bestowed upon you. You're forced into that role, whether you want it or not. If you choose to embrace it, you level up.
Mm-hmm.
If you choose to deny it, you look like a fool. When KD said, "I don't want to be a leader," how do people receive that?
Like,
he's
what?
Scorched. He's scorched.
Like, what?
Yes.
Like, you're Kevin bleeping Durant.
Yeah.
You don't want to be a leader. What?
You think deep down inside there's regrets there for some of the things he said on those kind of things?
Absolutely. Because before that moment, he was looked at as LeBron's rival. The moment he said that, the rivalry was over. They was like, yeah, cut that. He don't even want to be a leader.
And
so
what's Kevin Durant going to say a year from now when he's treated like LeBron is right now?
Oh,
like, we're ready to move on. He's going to wish he had the day where he had an opportunity to be a leader. Deep regrets.
Yeah.
You know,
he has an opportunity now. This is his only opportunity he's going to have. This is the best opportunity he's going to have with Houston. He can go there, and if he can win a title, even get to the finals. Get him to the finals.
A title would be special.
But get him to the finals, maybe Western Conference, a tough back and forth 7-game series or something like that to show that leadership. I think that was somewhat forgive himself. Like, all right, like this would have was like to be a leader. I can be a leader. And I take back what I said. Like that was probably one of the dumbest comments I've ever made when I said, I don't want to lead. I just want to go out there and hoop. You know what I mean? But bro, these players want to win titles. So if you're one of 15 on that roster that have that mindset, like, bro, what are we doing? I'm trying to win. Them young cats in Houston, they trying to make it further past the first round when they got put out by Houston. I mean, Golden State, right? Yeah. So you got to switch that mindset, bro.
Another thing is, you mentioned Anthony Edwards. He's sandbagging it.
Oh,
he's sandbag to literally say, I don't want to be the face of the league. You're sandbagging it. You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Throwing it at you. The fans know who you are and they know what you can become. Yeah. You don't have options. We're out here evaluating you, watching you play, promoting you as a brand. You don't have say in this, sir.
No, absolutely. I mean, you're in a movie, you got the commercials, you got the deal, right? You're making it to the Western Conference Finals. You're pushing your team to the next level. You got the attitude, you got the spunk, you got the charisma. Bro, LeBron and Steph and KD are about to retire. Adam Silver needs you, bro. He needs you. Jason Tatum is hurt, so that's no longer a part of the conversation. Ja Morant, Zion, those guys messed it up already. Jokic, who was the back-to-back MVP, don't even want to be in the States if he's not playing basketball, so we can't use him. You got it, bro. You truly have it. Take it, please.
I think what these players also miss, and maybe this happened to LeBron a little bit too, their disconnection from the fans. They want to give fans access because they want to monetize themselves, but they want to be just far away enough to where they can't be touched. Right? They want to maintain that buffer zone, that safety zone where they're not too close to people. Like it's almost like they talk down to fans. They forget who made them rich. It's the fans. Kobe's farewell tour was about the fans.
We won that moment.
He scored 60 for the fans.
Oh, yes,
that wasn't for him. None of that stuff was for him. The winning was for him, the chips and all that. That stuff was for Kobe.
Yeah. That farewell tour
was for the fans.
Everybody else. Yeah. And I appreciated every moment. Trust that 60-point game. Boy, I was in Key West, Florida, in the bedroom, and I had my jersey on, my hat, and I'm in that. I'm popping champagne like we just won a Super Bowl. We wasn't even in the playoffs. We were playing the Utah Jazz.
Dude, what was the record that year, Transformer?
Oh, I don't care. I don't even care to mention it. It's not even worth talking about. We wasn't in the play. We wasn't even fighting for a seed. We were not even in the conversation. So just leave that there. But that moment, oh man, that was definitely for the fans. Oh, that definitely was for the fans. I mean, from Shaq telling them, "Hey man, I need 50." Kobe's like, I don't know about all that. He's like, but this bastard gave him 60. Yeah. So, like, what are you doing? So that's good. But we're gonna get back to LeBron not feeling value. We got a little bit of playback here from Jason McIntyre. He had something to say on LeBron James in this situation. We're going to give that a little bit of listen for a minute and get some commentary on it.
So you reported LeBron and the Lakers management not getting along great. Is this because maybe LeBron, he's just upset that he's no longer the guy to build around and it's Luka? Is this him pouting? Does he have a player in mind? What?
I think it's a little bit of all that, right? This is the first time you could say in LeBron's career he hasn't been the sole focus or the primary focus of his franchise that he's been on. Like, even with AD, it was always LeBron trying to pass the baton to AD. Luka just came in and got the baton, right, from owner. Like, he was handed it on a golden pillow. So, and understandably so, because he's at worst, top 5 player in the league, if not top 3, with the upside to be the best player, in my opinion, and win an MVP. So, like, I get it. He's a guy who's about to enter his prime, has already led a team to the finals. But LeBron's just, I think the big thing is, like, he sees the finish line, whether it's another year, 2 years, and he wants to win that 5th ring. And it doesn't feel like the Lakers are going all in on this year's roster. They're trying to kind of split the baby. Not yet. But even if, I mean, I guess if they trade the first, I'll say that's going all in. But anything short of that, it is kind of like a half measure in terms of, like, trying to make this year's roster better, but also keeping that flexibility. Like, those two things are kind of at odds.
Yeah.
But it seems like they're prioritizing the future.
Remember, right? With, like, the James Wiseman 2
But they won a title. Like, they kind of did the best version of it. Obviously, the Wiseman pick didn't work out, but they were able to rebuild quickly, get back to the finals, win a championship, and then now, obviously, we'll see with them.
All right, so that's what they had to say on that. Sneed, what's your take on that? I think they pretty much said mostly everything that we said, right?
Yeah.
You finally feel like, I don't have the keys to the car.
It just happened, right? Like, it just sinked in. It was that moment of realization. It was no longer, wondering what was going to happen. It actually happened.
Yeah. And a lot of it in this major moves, because the whole Luka trade, he was like, oh, I didn't know nothing about that. Oh, y'all just did it? Oh, okay. The whole owner. Whoa. Gene's not on no more? Like, what's happening? My phone number's still the same. Nobody called my phone.
Transformer, you're telling me LeBron is being treated like an NBA player for the first time in his life.
For the first time, he doesn't have the keys. It's different when you're captain of the ship. You know everything that's going on that vessel. You know everything. But when you get dropped down to XO and you don't get reported to no more, it's like, nobody told me that we was going here. Oh, that's because the CO said so. Oh, dang, he did.
Y'all had the brief on that. Where
was I at?
I got a CC. I got what?
Yeah, BCC or something. Somebody could have told me something.
But check this out, Transformer. Kareem got traded in his prime. Shaq got traded.
Prime.
Why is LeBron caught off guard by this? Who you listening to, bruh? Who's in your corner telling you things? Mm-hmm. If Shaq got traded, if Kareem got traded, why can't you get traded? Why can't
granted, those guys wanted to be traded too, so a little bit of a difference in that one. But I get what you're saying.
Those guys, but they were moved.
Mm-hmm.
And like Luka was traded.
Man,
Luka was Dallas and Luka and the love and the, he was drafted there as a kid and the future. And he was the, heir apparent to Dirk's dynasty run or whatever. I don't want dynasty, but like long time. And he was sent away. Players, it's a reminder. Welcome back to reality. You are a player. It's happening.
Yeah, I like this one. Ron, definitely. Definitely most privileged. And this spoiled like a rich top. That's what we're seeing now. When you have the riches for so long, and because you got to think, he was pretty much handed these keys as soon as he walked into the league. They said, "Hey, here's the keys. Go drive the car." And he did a great job of driving it the way he has for 22 straight years. But now, when you take the keys away, he doesn't know anything about that. Think about it. LeBron has been one of the poster childs for the NBA for longer, for over half his lifetime. He came into the league at 18. Mm-hmm. He's 41. Mm-hmm. For 22, 23 years, he's been that guy. Everything, like, hey, something's going to happen. Oh, they got to talk to me. Ownership's changing. Oh, they got to talk to me. Or there's a trade that's happening. Somebody got to talk to me. Like, I'm the centerpiece of this whole repertoire. LeBron, you're 41. You're not going to be that now.
Now, there is something that LeBron does have control of, Transformer, and it's how messy this gets.
Oh, the trade.
How messy this gets is on LeBron.
Yeah.
The ownership group, the GM, they're quiet. Mm-hmm. They're not talking. There's only one camp that's loud right now, sending out messages into the media, and that's LeBron feels disrespected. LeBron doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't appreciate this. Now they're putting out messages that there's teams that want LeBron. They're willing to trade for him. That's not real life. That's fake. That's false. That's nobody does. At $52.6 million, there's 4 teams interested in LeBron James. Do I need to remind people how the NBA salary cap works? And tax and the luxury tax restrictions and the aprons? Do I need to remind people about the real parts of this business?
Mm-hmm. It's tough, man.
This could get messy, Transformer. This could be. You're going to be wrapped up in it because you're a Lakers fan.
Oh man, see, I've already kind of mentally wrapped up this season. Mentally, I'm like, you know what? 1 year, I'm just going ahead and ride this one out. Go ahead and ride it out, because at this point, one, I know this is LeBron's last year as a Laker. If not, I know for certain if he ends up playing this year, this is going to be his last year as a Laker. We're not redoing nothing.
That's 100% fact. This is last year as a Laker.
This is last year as a Laker. He's done, right? A trade being discussed would be the only needle mover for me to be like, okay, what pieces are we getting? What can be added alongside Luka? One, to keep him happy. That's what we want to do. Keep him happy.
Resign.
But also
those things.
And the resign. But to make a run at what we consider a gauntlet in the Western Conference, because you're going to go through a gauntlet in the Western Conference, irregardless on what we do anyway. And I think we can do that only via trade. If LeBron doesn't get traded, you just ride the season out. Just going to have to ride this one out, man. Really are. But we got one more voice here. We got Doug Gottlieb on the Lakers and LeBron. He had some things to say. Very, very interesting stuff. We're going to give it a listen. About 3 minutes, guys, so bear with us on this one right here.
So why would the Lakers go from, hey, man, LeBron's our guy, we want him to set that career scoring mark, we want to go all in on LeBron, to they sell the team and they don't even call him. They don't give him the heads up. Why would they? And my best guess is that the LeBron thing is a lot, man. It's just a lot. It wears you down. There is a shelf life on it. And I think there was an attempted coup at several times of Rob Pelinka, of the Lakers front office. If you go back to what Pat Riley said when he left the Heat, remember, okay, what Phil Jackson said he had heard about Pat Riley's experience when he was with the Heat, which is he brings in all his guys and he tries to take over your shop. And so my guess is that at some point they got to the, like, we just got to get out of this doing everything for LeBron thing. We traded the kitchen sink for Anthony Davis, won a title. Then we want to go get DeMar DeRozan, and he says, no, we're going to get Russell Westbrook. Then we have to just get rid of Russell Westbrook. That's just an ugly episode. We've cycled through coaches that can't coach him. Now you make him draft your son, and again, I don't know this for a fact. I know people in the organization. It has not been told to me for a fact. But if you keep kind of forcing it, and like, why was Bronny with the big club? Do you think they love the fact that Bronny didn't travel to road games for the first half of the year in the G League? Then when he does play in the G League, he takes every shot. Then when he's on the team, it's like, how do you, like that whole thing? It makes little what are they called when you have little cliques within a team? It becomes very cliquey. And it's not to say LeBron's a bad guy or that if you were that powerful, you wouldn't exert some of that powerful. But there does come a point where, as a team, you're like, dude, F that dude. We do everything for him. Everything. And what's his reaction been like to the trade? Well, hey, it could be me next. Any rumors about other clubs, that's all coming from LeBron. And I just think the Lakers are just kind of done with it. And this is, by the way, how LeBron treats people. LeBron doesn't go up to a coach when he wants him fired and says, you're fired. He doesn't go up to a player and says, I'm never talking to you again. He just stops communicating with them. That was the whole thing with Russell Westbrook. Remember, there's the famous part on the bench when he's sitting there with Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook's coming up and talking to him, and it's like he's not even there. It's like he's looking completely through him. He might as well have that invisible cloak that they had with Harry Potter. So it's one of those, hey, it's really weird that LeBron is disgusted over the passive-aggressive ways of the Lakers when he's the king of passive-aggressive.
Oh, man. That was, first of all, shout out Harry Potter. Everybody watch Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. So the invisible cloak, man, I imagine that fairly well of him just disappearing in the thin air. But Sneed, what was your take on that, man?
Yeah, he's being served humble pie. Like, it's like, these are the things that you've always done. These are the things that you've always been kind of bestowing on other people in terms of, like, I remember when he alienated Kevin Love, and I remember when he alienated teammates. And I know, we all know about the coaching situation. LeBron doesn't want to be coached and he wants to be left alone. I mean, hell, I remember moments last year where he was basically telling JJ Redick, coach these guys. Don't coach me. Leave me alone. You need to coach them. That it's just not it anymore. Like, nobody's willing to stomach that anymore because you can't produce what you used to produce.
Correct.
The juice ain't worth the squeeze. It's like in the NFL, like, teams tolerate so much when you produce. And then the moment things are falling off, man, you are done, son. It is over. They take everything away. Like, it's a wrap, bro. And you know what? Doug Gottlieb is saying a lot of the same things that people have been saying for a long time, but don't have a platform like that. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the things that you and I are thinking and speaking to on these shows, it's always about production. When the production is there, the tolerance is there. When the production is not there and your replacement is there, it's over. The run is over. Luka is 25. They need to focus on putting a team around him because there's proof and evidence that if I build the right team around him, he can get us to the finals. Because that happened in Dallas. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
LeBron is very distant, very far away from a finals run where he was the number 2. Right? Anthony Davis was the number 1 in 2020. I know everybody talks about the finals. LeBron played great, but Anthony Davis was the best player on the Lakers for that championship run.
Defensive stopper, got buckets, couldn't do nothing with him. Really couldn't do nothing with him.
So that's Doug Gottlieb is, why weren't guys like Doug Gottlieb saying this in February? Like, I was saying this in February. Like, they're so willing to come out now and say it, but like, why now? You weren't willing to. I really wish more people would have said this in February, like I was. I'm not even the type of person that likes to say I told you so. I have content on my channel dating back to February where I'm saying these same things, but it's almost just like they weren't ready to publicly say it because they didn't want to rock the boat. They didn't want to have their, remember, LeBron permits access. He's a gatekeeper to his information, right? He cuts people off. And I guess maybe they just felt hesitant. Now people are like, I don't care if I get cut off from LeBron access anymore.
Yeah, because they know they know the end is here, right?
Yeah.
When the Lakers franchise gets to the point where, like, okay, they've moved on, the media follows. They do everything what the Lakers do. The media is going to follow it, right? So I think it's along that line. Like, hey, the Lakers are finally fed up with LeBron, and LeBron is making this a social media mess. Right now, we can just air everything out that we've been thinking that we want to say how we can view. Because I mean, Doug is right. I mean, he's right. All of this is just a huge mess, and the question we're trying to get from LeBron, to get the answer from LeBron, is why do you think we're doing that for a 41-year-old? Why do you think we're going to sit here and tolerate all of what's coming with, like, all of the demanding coming from you at 41? First, we've never seen no player be as great as you are at your age. Fair. But still, we have to move on in a certain direction. We can't continue to just ride along this wave when we still have to pay this other guy.
And we established, Transformer, that LeBron's wants and the Lakers' needs are like two different worlds.
Yep.
Yeah.
This way. Yeah. I mean, that's without question.
Yeah.
That's
so
question,
this is what I meant when I said this could get ugly. You're going to have LeBron's going to fight for his wants to an organization that has already moved on from him.
Yeah.
That's like a tree falls in the woods, but nobody's around to hear it. Does it even matter?
Yeah. True. But yeah, that's what I got, man. Bron not feeling valued. Guys, we're going to open up the phone lines here, man. But we're going to have to shorten this up. You guys got 3 minutes because I know this is LeBron. I know y'all like to go in, right? I'm going to give you guys 3. Sneed, you know what? Because they're going to call me.
Get the timer.
Get the timer going, Sneed. Sneed, I need a 3-minute timer because, boy, I know y'all are about to go ham. Let me go ahead and put the number up on the screen.
And I'm going to set up the timer. I got you.
Guess what? That didn't even take long at all. Hold on. Oh, snap. Whoever 404 is, call me right back. Or you know what? I think I got him. They just hung up. Whoever 404 is, call me right back. There you go. Format Podcast, man. Who's this?
Yes, man. Transformer Sneed is VC from Atlanta. What's going on?
What up,
VC from A-Town. Sneed says, what's up, brother, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great, man.
All right, you got 3 minutes, man. State your piece, go ham, and then we'll respond to you when we hang up, right?
All right. Yeah, man. LeBron, Ramon, James doing it again. Like, I'm in my 20s. Everything that they're talking about, I say this with my friends. They call me the hater, and it's just hilarious, man. LeBron James, me personally, I thought LeBron would stay until 2027. You know what I mean? Because Bryce is probably going to come to the NBA, whether he's NBA ready or not. So you got your sons together and you walk out. But what this situation really reminds me of is, you know, back in the 80s when Jerry Jones took over the Cowboys from Bum Bryant, and they wanted to get rid of Tom Landry because of, you know, great coach, but in the recent years just wasn't producing the success that they wanted. So rather than the Buss family saying, hey, LeBron, we're done, what they're doing is they're bringing in this new ownership who knows, hey, Luke is our guy. We're ready to build for the future. We're not going to rush and do what LeBron has done for years where we just do a big roster haul. We're not really gelling together as a team. We're just putting a roster together for this year, and we're going to see if we're going to get him his 5th ring that year. The Lakers really don't care, man. They don't care. They no longer don't care about the sun. These guys are ready to build a winning culture. You know, the new owner, he produced winners in with the LA Dodgers, and he also did it in soccer. So I'm not a big Laker fan, but man, with LeBron James, he just made this into a circus, man. Last year with his son, it was a circus. Now it's a circus with this whole situation. And it's funny because he'll go on Twitter and say, man, the media needs to start talking about how the OKC Thunder were doing good, the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's all, you know, summer league, but he always makes himself a spectacle. So it's like, what do you want, LeBron? You know, this guy's the egomaniac. You know, I can't wait for him to retire, man.
1 minute left.
Beautiful wife at home, beautiful daughter. Your sons are productive. You know, enjoy that retirement, man.
Yeah. I got you, man. Definitely enjoy that retirement. Do you got anything else before we let you go?
Nah, man, that's it for me, man.
Hey, no, we appreciate it. We're about to respond to you the moment we hang up with you, all right? Next
All
caller,
right.
give us about 60 seconds to respond.
Thanks, VC.
Thanks, VC.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, that was a good call. 60 seconds, Sneed. What's your response to VC right there?
Good take. Everybody basically sees where LeBron is at the end of his career here. He's just winding down. This should be glory. This should be celebration. This should be, putting, ribbons to it and just tying up loose ends, whatever that needs to be done at the end of the career to make sure that he goes out looking good. I would not be distracted by these types of things, which kind of seem kind of catty and kind of spiteful.
No, I agree, man. I think, we're all in the same boat. I mean, obviously we see the writing on the wall, the writing is there, and he doesn't. And like I said, when you've had it for so long, it's tough when it's taken away. It's tough when it's taken away. It's like, you took my car. That's my girl. I just put some new wheels on that thing.
I shouldn't have put wheels on it, damn it.
Put wheels on it. You shouldn't have put new wheels on it. Man, you should have let it go. But yeah. Next caller, man, feel free to call in. Aaron G, we are live, bro. We are live. If you did try to call in, I was probably on the line with VC at the time, so give us a call in. Yeah. This may nope, beat you. The main man is here. Big Nino, what's good?
Nino.
What's cracking lacking, my captain?
What up, Nino?
This is my theory here. Promises was made in LA. That's the only reason that made sense. Because I've been wondering for the longest, how did Bron end up in LA out of all places? Why did you go to LA? How did they drop Bunny? And everybody want to know, like, why did they drop Bunny? Why did he stay in LA when there wasn't a real chance to win? I think the change come because promises was made. We're going to do this for you. We're going to do this for you. One example, the championship team in the bubble. Everybody call it the bubble. Do they not know the Lakers was number 1 or 2 in the regular season playing great defense? So you ask yourself, how come you didn't try at least bring most of that roster back? The big lineup that he was asking for. But if you don't give the White and JaVale, get them another summer they've been asking for. Why did you at least try it? And they lost the White over a few dollars, Rondo over a few dollars. So, and then everybody say Bron got everything he wanted. Now they did get Westbrook when they said they could have got DeRozan.
I don't know why they got Westbrook. That pisses me off.
Yeah, that wasn't the big mishap though. Do they not know why they didn't get Tyronn Lue? The same thing, a few dollars. Tyronn Lue was lowball, called Bron, and he said, Bron said, I'm gonna handle it. He said, no, I want them to value me. And then you talk about the Dallas Mavericks. Well, guess who Bron wanted them? Not speculation. Like everybody speculates, Bron said this, Bron said that. He went on Twitter and said he wanted Kyrie Irving to come to the Lakers. Kyrie wanted to go to the Lakers. He didn't even make Kyrie an offer. Why? Over a few dollars.
1 minute.
They said
1 minute, Nino.
They said they ain't gonna build around. So what are you saying? I'm saying this promises were made for Bron in LA because LA was broke. They didn't have no money. I think Bron knew they didn't have no cash. So he got over there, but we found out the truth. Bron been keeping LA afloat because they ain't had no money to even continue with this new rules that they put in. So I think the shift for the new, like Transformer said, Sneak said, there's new era coming in. They know how they got money, loan money, and they know how to build. So that's gonna leave Bron out. They know how to build from the youth. So you got to build around Luka. That's automatic. That's common sense. Which leave Bron the odd man out. That's my theory on that, though.
Hey, man, I like it, man. Nice cooking, man. We're going to respond to you. Aaron, give us about 60 seconds. We're going to respond to Nino, and then we'll go ahead and let you call in, bro. Hey, Nino, as always, bro, you give good takes, bro. We love it.
Thanks, Nino. Good.
Yes, sir.
Call.
Boy,
he brought up the point. Yeah, he brought up the point of the original roster that won a chip. They didn't get a chance to defend their title.
Correct.
Maybe that, so maybe they thought, GM, whatever, they were like, all right, let's regroup, let's rebuild this thing. There's a couple things we could change to be better. I'm a firm believer, and if it's working, you keep it. You can try to enhance it, but you can't monumentally change the structure. And
yes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah,
we just won.
Mm-hmm.
And the person that we needed the bigs against took us out. The next time we ran,
it is a head scratch. But it is a head scratcher that they wanted to go with Westbrook. Like
that was
a
all
lot
LeBron.
of people. Yeah, see that, and that's something. LeBron. That's a fair criticism. If we're going to critique LeBron's GM abilities,
I always bring that one up.
He said bring Anton Jameson to Cleveland. How'd that turn out?
Turned out horrible. That Westbrook thing, I will always count, because I think the trade at the time that we had was Buddy Hield and maybe another player that would have fit how we were playing at the time. And LeBron called Rob and told Rob to cancel it. We want Westbrook. Go get him. Rob was like, no, I got the trade ready. It's ready to be sent. Like, we're in agreement verbally. I just need to send this in. No, we want Westbrook. And I was immediately distraught the moment we got him.
Where did LeBron win the most championships?
In Cleveland. I mean, in Miami.
Where did he have the least power?
Miami. Pat wasn't about all that. Yeah, Pat wasn't about none of that. Pat took his cookies. Pause. Like, literally took his cookies. Literally took the man's freaking cookies on the plane.
He won the most where he had the least power.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Where he had the most enabled coach. Huh.
All right, we got another caller coming in. Hopefully this is you, Aaron. Hopefully this is you. Hold on.
Yeah, we want to get to Aaron. Aaron's
Format Podcast. Who's this?
Yo, this is Sean.
Oh, Sean, what's going on? You called me from a different number?
Nah, from the same number.
Oh, it was a different number last time, I think. No, but go ahead. You know what, Aaron? We're gonna get Aaron, man. Aaron,
we're not closing out.
We're not closing out until we get you, Aaron. I think you just keep getting beat up by somebody, because I think your call just tried to come in and it just immediately went away. So, Aaron, stay on the line after this. So we're gonna let Sean spit, and then we're gonna come back and get you, bro. Sean, 3 minutes, bro. Give us something.
You know what? Let Aaron call first.
Okay.
I'll be last.
Okay. All right. We'll take that. Aaron, go ahead and call in. Appreciate you, Sean.
Sean wants to be he wants to.
Hey, Sean want to close this out.
I'm telling you, there's going to be violence on this one.
Hey, nobody but Aaron, call in. Call in, Aaron. Call in.
Yep, go ahead.
Let's let Aaron spin. You're gonna let Aaron G spin. Aaron. Hopefully, I see Aaron as a caller ID pop up.
We got to get Be Ready Sports Podcast on here too. He's going to call. Yeah, we're not going to close out till we get to you guys, but we are definitely going to exercise the timer though. We
knew that. I knew this was happening. That's why we got to get that 3 minutes. You're calling. I'm not receiving any phone number, bro. Are you calling 904-219-8264?
Double check the number real quick.
Double check the number. Yeah, because everybody else's call is coming in.
Now the voicemail thing does happen when it's on a call already. Right.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have call waiting. You can't merge calls. Like, it doesn't work like that.
Or try to leave a voicemail. See if I even get that. I'm not getting anything right now, brother.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I'm not sure. You know what? Hey, Aaron G, go on my Instagram and give me your number. My Instagram is right here. The _ transform on IG. If you got IG, go on there and message me your number, and I'm gonna try to call you.
Oh, so outgoing call instead of the incoming call?
Yeah. Try to see if I can get him that way.
Okay.
It's gonna come. I'm gonna call you from a different number though, but maybe that'll work.
Yeah, what I've done on my
says you can't take a call now. That's weird, Aaron. I don't know what's going on with your line. What service could that possibly be, Sneed? You're the
I don't know, man. I think all the calling works the same, bro. I don't know.
Man. Everybody else is called. Everybody else is able to get to me, Aaron. I have no idea, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Aaron. That is not on purpose. We are not trying to, keep you from getting on.
Yeah, well, I promise you. I'm looking dead at my phone. I know Tony just called. Of course, VC called, Nino called.
Bro, we had an episode where Young Disciple was calling me out of my name on live stream before. Like, they let anybody call, bro. Like,
anybody can call in, man. Anybody can call in. So yeah, if his phone ain't work, yeah, give us about one more minute, Sean. Let me see if we can get to him, man. We really want to hear his take on it. He's been trying, and we want to give him the benefit of the doubt. But if you got IG, bro, go on Instagram, go on my Instagram and DM me, man. And I'm gonna try to call you. Give you 60 seconds. If not, then we're gonna let Sean call in and we're gonna let him spit.
No. Yeah,
trying to get to you, man. We don't want to keep you.
One of the things that makes the platform unique is being able to get the, thoughts and opinions of the folks that watch.
Absolutely, man.
Brings credibility and it brings an interactive connection to the platform,
Correct. All right, bro. Your time is ticking.
Sucks.
I'm not seeing nothing but spam
alert.
Because I'm a freaking trainer. So of course everybody wants training until you send them the. Okay, no, that's not you. Never mind. I about to say as soon as I said that, you
let's try to get Sean back in now, Transformer, and then Aaron will try again after Sean.
Yeah. Aaron, try the IG thing. If not, Sean, go ahead and call in, bro. I don't know how to get you, bro. We really don't. We trying.
See, what I do on my show typically, I'll make like a Google Meet, a video call. Yeah. I don't do the video piece of it, but I just connect the audio to the OBS. Yeah, and then it's a call. It's fine.
Yeah, man, we could have made that work. Jesus.
I don't know how to do it through StreamYard, but I know how to do it through OBS.
Yeah. What's going on, brother? We got your back.
All right, might as well cook. On top of rods. I mean, might as well. I mean, I just think Aaron. I don't know what happened, but you might have to call AT&T.
Hey man, we got the Master Sneed rule. Master Sneed is here. But no, man, go ahead. Hey, spit on your topic, man. We're giving you 3 minutes. Go.
Bro, the Lakers doesn't need to be loyal for LeBron from the jump. He was the most disloyal player that anybody ever seen, including me.
Yeah.
Like, the dude will have all this power, have all these super teams, and yet you still make excuses. If I was a franchise owner, I would never be loyal to you, LeBron. You are nothing more but a big money pit that I know that if I invest even more, I'm going to get bankrupt. The Lakers, the problem when it comes to the Lakers game, LeBron, Genie got manipulated by Magic, saying that, hey, if you get LeBron, you'll get money and all that. And while the Lakers did get money when it comes to the games, LeBron ruined the culture that I usually love from the Lakers. We lost that winning culture. We lost the essence of team camaraderie between fans and players. Like, the Lakers were not the Lakers anymore. They're more like a small market team in a big city. And that is terrible. that is extremely terrible for the Lakers' name.
Lord.
Listen, I don't care. I'd rather to not have no Mickey Mouse ring before I actually and I just rather have a young core that will go to the playoffs several times. I'd rather that have, and also still have that team energy, the culture energy with fans before I even have LeBrick over there. I never want LeBrick to come over here. Never. I don't care about his scoring record. In fact, in my opinion, he ruined that team by himself because he wants to get that scoring record. He used Russ as a scapegoat and even AD soft ass as a scapegoat in order for him to get wherever he wants from there.
1 minute, brother. Go ahead. Keep spitting.
Now how this dude feel like he has the absolute audacity in order to tell someone like, "Oh, you guys are not loyal with me." Bro, you are a snake. You are a snake. I don't care about the rags to riches story that about people brag about you back then, because a snake could be poor just like anyone else. But when they have the opportunity handed this way, they're not going to share it back. The NBA is in worse hands right now. Baseball right now is at the golden age at this point.
Yeah.
You know, football is making amazing numbers. The basketball is looking like they're looking like what people perceive when it comes to NASCAR and shit. It's boring as fuck. Talking about, man, we need to appreciate how 22 years of being a driver. Well,
wrap it up.
Those driving skills ain't up to par.
Gotcha. Wrap it up for us, Sean. I know he wants to go ham. He wants to go ham. But try to wrap it up for us, brother. You spitting, bro. Try to wrap it up for us.
LeBron, you don't even deserve no farewell tour. We all deserve as Laker fans is to get your ass out of LA and never be celebrated again. That Mickey Mouse ring, the banner has to be out there. That stupid playing tournament has to be out there. All those tournaments that we won, that shit doesn't count. That's not Laker greatness. You're never going to be a part of the epitome of Laker greatness. Shoot, if he getting a farewell tour, we need to respect more of Will Chamberlain. Since he won one championship, at least he got into 3 straight finals while we have him over there. But hey, we live in a world that everyone wants to say, hey, if you hate on LeBron, that means you don't know basketball. Bruh, the dude sacrificed
we know you want to cook, bro, but we gave you 4 minutes. We got to go ahead and wrap you up and get you on the next one, dog. Okay.
All right.
Hey, Sean, great freaking call. He got me cursing. I'm so hyped to what he's saying, man. Appreciate the call there, bro.
Thanks, Sean.
No problem.
Okay, 60 seconds. Sneed, boy.
Yeah,
that was mean. That was gritty.
The thing about Sean, you could tell he's frustrated with the lack of trips to the finals, the lack of championships, because the expectation is when you have a star player of the caliber, you have these expectations, you've put pieces around him. So those things really haven't been delivered to Sean's standard.
Yeah.
Some people will say that championship justifies his 7 years in LA. Sean is not of that belief. You can hear it. You could sense it in the tone and his expectations. I don't say, the same thing that Sean does when it comes to the championship. He says he doesn't want it. He don't care for it. The chip is a chip, right?
Yep.
That's my only disconnect with his call. That was it.
Yeah. That number 17 is still going to reign, whether you like it or not. 17 is going to be 17. I consider the bubble some of the best basketball I've seen personally. When it came to a totality perspective and narrowing everything down to just pure basketball. People call it Mickey Mouse ring because they just want to be funny. But the banner's the banner. All those teams had the same opportunity to win, and the Lakers won it, right? So it wasn't like it was at an advantage for the Lakers. It wasn't primarily, we was trying to get LA a championship. No, everybody had the same equal opportunity to win a title. The Lakers just won it.
Sean was right about the in-season tournament stuff, though. I agree with him there.
Yeah, that crap can go.
Yeah.
That crap can go. But hey, I almost forgot his name just for a split second. Tony, hold on just a second. Let me try to call Aaron and let me get him on the line, bro.
Yeah.
Let me try to get Aaron on the line. Now, if there's some type of porn,
the first outgoing call on the Format Podcast.
Click it. Click it.
Hey, I don't know what's going on with the phone, bro. Look, the last 3 lines I've been trying to call in, I'm like, damn, keep going to voicemail. Why I can't get in?
We don't know what's going on, bro. Are you overseas or something like that?
No, man. No, I'm in the States.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm in the States, and I and that's why I thought it was pre-recorded. So I'm like, damn, They live. It must be pre-recorded because I can't even get through.
No, because if the red tag is on there and it says live, we're live. I mean, other than that, YouTube won't put that tag on there.
Okay, got you.
But we'll get it figured out eventually, man. We'll get it figured out. But you got 3 minutes, bro. What was your what's your take on this?
Look, man, LeBron took going back to Magic. I think Sneed said it first. I think Sneed said it. He was like, Magic was the one that taught Jeannie Buss into bringing LeBron there. But you know what I think happened? I think Magic thought he could probably control the outside the circle. And then when the DeMar DeRozan and Westbrook thing went down, that's when Magic stepped away. If you remember, Magic had that deal ready to bring DeMar DeRozan, and I think it was somebody else to LA, and LeBron was the one that said, nah, we want Westbrook. And then shortly after that, Magic stepped away. And I think that's when it really, dawned, yeah, okay, wherever LeBron goes, this is what he does. He tries to run the show, and he couldn't do that in Miami. That's why he left. But what I wanted to touch on is the more LeBron keeps being passive aggressive and have these little statements put out by his team, Lakers are big. Hey, you don't hear anything from the Lakers organization right now. You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for it to really come out because the Morris twin already leaked it a little bit. But I'm waiting for it to come out that, hey, man, you getting mad at us because we handing the keys over to Luka, but you the one who wanted Luka in the first place. I'm waiting for that to come out.
He wanted Luka. You're saying that's what the Morris twin said?
Well, remember, he was on a podcast and he was like, he was on the phone with his brother, and his brother called him back and was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just got traded to the Lakers.
1 minute there. Wow. I didn't know that one.
Hey, you got to go find it.
Yeah.
The Morris twin exposed it. He was like, and the only way LeBron, he said LeBron wanted my brother included in the trade. Now, the mainstream media didn't really harp on it because remember, everybody was saying LeBron didn't know, but ain't no way the Lakers made that move without consulting with LeBron. Hell, AD is a clutch client.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just waiting for that to come out because that's going to blow. That's going to shake up everything. The fact that he did AD wrong by going ahead, because remember he said he wanted to play with Luka. He would love to play with Luka. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, LeBron,
3 minutes.
Man, everything's gonna come out when it gets close to him retiring. But I'm just waiting for that. I'm waiting for that to come out.
Okay, I got you, man. Hey, we appreciate the call, man. I'm glad we got you on here, man. We was battling for you, but we was not going to end this show or end this segment without getting you on the call, man. But we appreciate your patience, man. We appreciate you for tuning in, and we'll get this figured out. We don't know why it keeps going to voicemail for you. You're the first person we've ever heard say that it goes straight to voicemail, man. So we're very, very curious. You may need to call your provider and see what the hell's going on.
Thanks, Aaron.
Hey, we appreciate you, Aaron.
All right, man.
All right, brother. 60 seconds. I'll start. Magic was gone before the Westbrook thing. So that part was he had that very, very incorrect because Westbrook was after the title. Magic was already gone before we even got the first title. So that's a little fun fact right there. But other than that, what was your take on what Aaron had to give us, bro?
We're gonna have to reconcile what Aaron said because talking about LeBron knew and all that stuff. Well, it sure doesn't seem that way. Now LeBron is being caught off guard by everything. He's not involved in decisions. So it's kind of a disconnect there a bit, I would say.
Yeah, because you would think that, okay, if he wanted Luka, then he should have known that, the Lakers are eventually going to pivot to him. He's 17 years younger. 16, 15 to 16 years younger. He's in his superstar phase now. I am out of my superstar phase. I'm just more of a star, all-star caliber type of player, but I get paid like a superstar. It's different. So I felt like he would have been more receptive of like not even mentioning the Luka trade. Like, I mean, they have to tell me, because if I wanted him, I would have. That would be another pelt on my wall. Hey, I got the Lakers, Luka Doncic, right? So I'm curious as I'm curious to hear more so on that one. But Laker Nation, man, my bad. I couldn't even think of what to call him. I saw Be Ready Sports Podcast, and I wanted to call him everything but Tony or Laker Nation at the time. Complete brain fart. But Laker Nation, man, go ahead and call in, bro. That'll be our last call. Then we'll move on and go ahead and get the last topic out the way, because I'm pretty sure Sneed got something to do with his day, just like I do.
Yep. Tell Coach, call in. Let's do it.
Yes, sir. Let me see what it says. I have a question. How is building a championship team for Luka bad for LeBron? I don't get the logic and the theory people come up with. How is building a championship team for Luka bad for LeBron? Good question.
Well, it's just timeline. Building a championship team for Luka could take 2 to 3 seasons, which means you're tailoring the team for Luka, right?
My bad. I hung up on you, Tony. I'm calling you back. Yeah, second outgoing call.
Hello? What happened?
My bad. I was trying to hit the speaker button. I hit the end button on accident.
Oh.
What's going on, Big Laker Nation, man? Number one member.
Coach? What up?
What's good? What's good?
What's going on, brother?
I was just calling because I want to tell all my haters on here that was clowning me on your show when I told them when we was having these LeBron Laker discussions I told them I said these exact words. I said it's going to be a matter of time before the Lakers take their organization back, and all y'all going to be pissed off when it happens. Told them that. I think that was like last season. I think that was last season. When we was having the Anthony Davis for MVP discussion at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's this season. It was last season. Can't remember when, but I know I said it.
I believe I recall it.
Mm-hmm.
I said it. I said we not the Miami Heat. We not the Cleveland Cavaliers. We are the Los Angeles Lakers. We only gonna let this go on for so long before we snatch the controllers back.
I'll take the keys and give it to the next play. Give it to the little brother.
Mm-hmm.
We the Lakers. We've done it all the time. We always make big moves out of the blue.
That's correct.
You couldn't get mad at all our haters because everything that happened was warranted.
Mm-hmm.
I let Sneed cook against my squad because everything he said was warranted because all that stuff happened, and we were just a laughing stock of the league. We were just getting waxed every now and then.
Not all the time, but every now and then.
But 7 years, he got us one title, mid-season tournament, got us to the Western Conference Finals. You can say it was a success, or you can say through Lakers standards, it was average. I don't know. It's hard to say winning a championship was average. I get that. But Transformer, we the Lakers.
We are.
Our standards are high.
Very.
It's high.
1 minute, Laker Nation. I got you. Keep spitting.
Yeah. Our standards is high. It's different than everybody else. So it's like I understand. I told you also. LeBron's not gonna go out quietly though. He's gonna go out kicking and screaming like a spoiled stepchild. And he's gonna make himself. And I'm gonna close it with this. I know I'm getting close to my time limit, but he's gonna make himself look like an idiot. The Lakers are not. They're gonna keep quiet and just make their moves, and he's gonna make himself look like an idiot, and then that's gonna open the floodgates to everybody. They're gonna say the truth about how they really felt about him. and then that's how it's gonna start. Like Bruce been saying all along. So.
No, that's good. Good stuff, man. Hey, Laker Nation, as always, we appreciate you, bro.
Thanks,
that's some good commentary. I'm gonna let Sneed go ahead and pick up where you left off.
All right, for sure.
All right, bro.
Thank you for letting me call in.
You're welcome, man. Number one member of the Format Podcast, bro. We got you, bro.
All right, thanks, brother.
Yeah. Oh man, Laker Nation, man. It's always good to hear from my Laker brother from another mother. Sneed, man, what you got on that one, bro?
Yeah, it could get messy. LeBron has to be careful because it's all downside. It's all downside risk. He's going to look like he's disconnected from reality. He's delusional. He's going to look like a malcontent. If he decides he wants to play next season, everybody's going to say the last time we saw this guy with an organization, he was acting up, and he doesn't produce like he used to. Juice ain't worth the squeeze. And then, of course, it impacts his legacy. You don't want it to seem like a stain. You don't want the Laker era to look like it ended on a bad note. Ended on positivity. Let that be part of your legacy, that things ended clean. Not everybody gets a clean slate at the end of their career. Sometimes people say you wear out your welcome. I don't think LeBron wants to do that.
No, absolutely, man. I think one of my biggest points that Tony brought up, we the Lakers, bro. We saw what happened in Cleveland. We saw what happened in Miami. We saw what happened in Cleveland again. We're not trying to be one of those franchises that when you walk away, we got to now scramble and get these pieces to work. No, we're going to take care of all this while you're here. We appreciate you while you're here. And still, we can be a contender while you're here, but we're going to need you to help us out a little bit. LeBron more so, isn't really doing much of that right now, especially by opting into that 52, 53, $55 million deal. Like now you just strapped us at the cap. If you really wanted to help us, if you really wanted to, be buddy on this thing, take a little back, take some of that away, right? And we can get you that fifth title if you work with us on that. So
what do you think about this, Transformer?
What's that?
You worked for a certain company or a business for years, and everything was fantastic. You built a great foundation. The company is doing great, and that's your legacy, right? And then you move on, and you go to a competitor. Like, are you trying to leave the company knowing you're going to a competitor? Are you trying to leave them better off than the place you're going to? There's almost that element of LeBron would love to destroy the thing that he just did, so that way he doesn't have to worry about them on the other side.
One less problem down the road.
Right. Just kind of speculative, I guess.
Yeah. No, that was a very great point. Very great point. Like,
especially if he goes to Dallas, bro. Especially if he goes to Dallas.
Oh, he definitely got to leave the Lakers up high and dry. Oh, he got to take everything away. Leave them high and dry, and that way, when it comes to the playoffs, the Lakers aren't a problem.
Yeah.
Yep. Lakers are not a problem. Man, good calls, bro. Good calls, boy. Y'all lit up that segment like crazy. We're going to go ahead and get this train moving on over to the final topic. We promise you we're not even going to be on this one long because I'm pretty sure Sneed got things to do like I do too. All right. So, OKC Big Three, they got PAID. Jesus, did they get paid, boy? $822 million out of three players. What did you say, Sneed? What was you singing, bro?
Money.
Money. Man, boy, I'm about to go to OKC. Anybody want to go to Oklahoma City? Because apparently they're giving out checks like hotcakes.
It's a stimulus over there. It's a government stimulus.
Oh, man. So the Big Three have officially been paid. We were waiting on Jalen Williams to get his deal. I just lost it. Where'd it go? Jesus Christ. I literally just lost it, guys. Give me a second.
J-Dub is getting
287. There you go. There we go. Jalen Williams signs a 5-year max rookie extension that could be worth up to $287 million. Wow. Just after Shea Gilgeous signed a 4-year, $285 million with the team, and Holmgren inked in a 5-year contract that could reach $250 million. All in all, the Thunder's Big Three could earn as much as $822 million total in the coming years. Sneed, talk about big money.
Yeah.
Big money, no whammies. Did OKC do it right?
Yes. Yes. You don't get cute with your players. Whenever you get cute with contracts and cute with players that have produced, it always backfires. Sometimes people try to get too cute with contracts and timing and stuff. You see that with the NFL especially. But like, these guys were drafted by, these guys were developed by, these guys just won a championship. They have the league MVP. He gets paid. And then you have your young supporting cast, the stars. You pay them too. You lock them up. Always take care of business when you can. Never leave things out there. Leave them to chance. Leave them to uncertainty. I mean, who knows? Maybe another team gets involved and starts kind of figuring some things out. And this thing is for the long haul. This thing is for the next several years. These guys all have multi-year extensions. These are rookie year extensions, right? So it's team friendly in a way because they've got these guys locked in for the modern NBA long term, right? Yeah. It's not like back in the day. It's a little different. But you got aprons you got to worry about. You have, luxury tax. There's regulations in the league with salary cap now. Things hurt if you go over things for too long. You could lose picks. These guys did the right thing. They'll worry about the supporting cast each year. They've got their core intact. You're going to have a much easier deal trying to find the next Alex Caruso than you are trying to find the next J-Dub, right? You have to make sure you keep that core together because every team around the NBA is trying for that. There's always going to be free agents. There's always going to be mix and matching, but the Thunder played this right.
No, absolutely. As far as this next season, this does not put them over the salary cap. They don't go over the second apron, They don't go over the second apron until the year 26-27 with the projected payroll of $246 million, but they will have $77 million in non-guaranteed contracts, which gives the OKC the freedom to surround its big three with talented role players. Not only do you stop there, OKC has one of the deepest asset pockets in the league. All right. They still have 14 first-round picks in the next 7 years, including a potential 4 in 2026. I mean, if I need a Caruso, I'm pretty sure I can probably find one in the draft.
You could overpay in terms of assets to get the next one.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. So you have all of these assets to be, added on to your team that I was telling Bruce, because me and Bruce had this conversation. He was like, man, how are they going to pay these guys and how are they going to keep this team afloat? Very easy. You keep your core three. I got my defender, I got my scorer/defender, and I got my big man, right? I just drafted the kid out of Georgetown, another 7-foot stalwart. I can eventually get him to replace Hartenstein. Easy money off the books that I can work with. He's now on a rookie deal. The clock starts back over for my center position. All right. Cooper Flagg will not be playing the remainder of the summer league. Did he get hurt?
Ooh, that's news.
Yeah, that just popped up on my phone. News alert: Cooper Flagg's not playing no more in the summer league. I didn't see him get hurt yesterday, so I'm gonna look more into that when I'm done with my segment here. But yeah, so you have all of these assets, and like I said, like you just said, you can use those picks to continue pushing it even further, right? You just paid the light-skinned Jalen Williams. He's on a team-friendly deal. So the way that they can have this going on in the next 2 years, they have room to just stack rookie contracts on rookie contracts and keep it going while also the big three are getting fed because you believe in your big three that much. You're that young. They're all 26, 25. I mean, I believe Shai Gilgeous should be about 27. They're all so young that you think that you could put just the pieces around them to get us back to contention, man. So OKC did a great job with this one. You pay them now,
yes,
right? You pay them now because later on the price of the brick goes up.
Today's price is not yesterday's price.
Like, no, it's not, man. Today's price isn't yesterday's price, man.
And the salary cap goes up each year, right?
Absolutely.
So the flexibility comes with time.
Yep, absolutely, man. Big three, man. So I know we had a comment earlier. Rayfield Chet. What do you think about Chet and his ability to relatively stay healthy? I know we just had the playoff run and just had the finals run, NBA record in blocks and Game 7 history. But what is your thoughts on Chet? Out of all three contracts, Chet seems to be the questionable one. Would you say?
Yeah, but I wouldn't worry too much about it because you just won the finals. He was heavily involved in the reason you won the finals. Defensively, the rebounding, the offensive putbacks, his presence on the floor was felt.
Mm-hmm.
He's young. He didn't play 60 games this year in the regular season.
Keep talking. I'm gonna look it up for you.
Something. He missed a ton of games, and he came back. He was ready for the playoffs. He stayed on the floor in the playoffs. He did get some bumps and bruises during the playoffs.
Yeah,
again,
a lot.
I think there's this element of physical preparedness that he's going to require moving forward. Each year, putting on a little bit of strength. Each year, putting on, and that's what you do in the offseason. You can't put on, you can't put on pounds and strength during the year. There's just it's NBA games, bro. That's not going to happen. But in the offseason, continue to build his body to be ready for these types of situations. That's what lifting weights and strength training is for. It's to prepare your body for rigors and tests and to hold up over time. So that I'm going to wait and see. I'm not going to put up a red flag about his injuries just yet. The conversation we can have about Joel Embiid, that's real. So I get the concern. I get what this statement is about. It's not trying to see a Joel Embiid problem, but here's the thing. SGA is their guy.
Yeah.
J-Dub is the second guy.
Yeah.
You're talking about concerns about their third guy. That ain't a bad position to be in.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. For context purposes, he did not play his first year when he first entered the league. I believe that's the year he broke his hip or something like that. I think that's what happened. But he did play all 82 games, including the 10 playoff games last season in 2023 to 2024. But then this past season, he only played 32 games, but he played all of the playoff games. He missed a total of 50 games this past season, but he played all games when it came to the playoffs. So at least we know that he's there when it matters. Yeah. I think that's safe to say.
And if he was over 30, it'd be a bigger issue thinking long term.
He's 22 years old. He's 22. Now, granted, that's not a good sign that they're hurt this early in their career. But I mean, you're spinning the wheels on 5 years. He's going to be max 27 years old by the time his contract's done. You can't teach height, so I think he's going to be a movable contract eventually if you don't like what you're seeing. But like you said, man, to your point, the main pieces, your number one and number two punch, your Jordan Pippen, your Kobe Shaq, your 1-2 punch, they're paid. They're locked in. We're talking about a third guy problem, which we got 14 first round picks in the next 7 years to fix that problem.
Yo, Transformer, there's a version of this in a few years, maybe 2 years, where he does have some injury things. And there's a team somewhere in the league that OKC could fleece and just get a haul for Chet.
Absolutely.
Like let's say the Thunder win another finals between now and the end of his contract. They'll be like, yo, this guy, oh my, what he could do for us. He's a champion at OKC.
Yeah,
look at this. They will overpay for him.
Absolutely.
And OKC can stack up picks and bring talent and continue to there's a version of that happening in the future.
No, absolutely. And I see that's why you get a 7-foot guy from Georgetown. What are they known for? Defense.
Yeah.
Big guys, stalwarts. So if I do need to make Chet a movable asset, I can. This guy's still on my rookie contract.
But you're in no rush to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. Correct.
Yeah,
I'm
just
just
no
saying
urgency or anything like that.
They have so many options that is ridiculous. They can if stuff goes left, they can move the steer the ship back right. Right? If we start sinking, they can patch up holes and they're back afloat. Like it's oh my God.
Where do we rank? Yeah, where do we rank Sam Presti as an all-time GM, bro? Because we always talk about the GOAT players. Can we talk about the GOAT GMs?
I know they put championships as labelers for GMs, but man, Sam Presti is he's an exemption. Yeah, I don't think for what he's done, he doesn't need a bunch of championships to validate his artistry, his mastery he's done in the last 10 years, because it's just been phenomenal. I mean, the KD, Westbrook, Harden thing, when that got out of hand, they made it to the finals. They didn't win it. Okay, that's cool. Because, I mean, he doesn't coach. Like, he just got the players there. But when it came time to move them, let's start picking this thing up. You go and get a Paul George. You fleece the Paul George trade to go get SGA. Like, what? To go get an SGA and all that from the Clippers and totally just rewrote everything. You ended up you traded Paul George for an MVP essentially. And picks.
A championship.
You got an MVP and picks and a championship. That's gotta be a top 5 GM move of top 3. Yeah, he's definitely up there. I wouldn't put the championships on him, but
GMs can be evaluated by the players they draft. They could be evaluated by the contracts they sign.
Correct.
They could be evaluated by the outcomes of trades. Correct. The value they return from trades.
Correct.
How they turn more picks into actual players. Right? Like, there's a lot of ways you can evaluate a GM, but he checks all these boxes.
Every single one of them.
He's building teams that are for the long haul.
Yeah.
I truly believe that the Thunder previously, had they have just figured things out, eventually would have broke through.
Yeah.
There was too much talent there. It was eventually going to happen. Maybe it meant getting a different coach. Maybe it meant different, a specific piece, but they were destined to get championships too. Yeah. They were just player was impatient. KD's like, I'm out. I got a chance to leave. I'm just going to go.
Yeah.
I
can't play with Westbrook.
Whatever the case may be. But they were destined for championships. They just cut short.
Yeah. No. Great, man. Sam Presti definitely deserves his flowers for what he's done. Just facilitate, man. Just to say the word, I got 14 first round picks in the next 7 years, potentially 4.
You said 14 first?
14 to 15 first. Let me read that again. Let me get back to it. 14 firsts in the next 7 years, including a potential 4 in 2026.
Bro, so
that's just the first round picks. We're not talking second round yet.
Exactly. So when I'm talking about the LeBron era in Cleveland, we were just moving picks around to just try to get pieces for LeBron. Mm-hmm. We didn't have picks for years. The only reason we had picks was because we were literally the worst team.
Yeah.
Right. So you get the first pick in the draft if you get the lottery balls, right? Yeah. You get a chances at the lottery balls. We ended up picking Anthony Bennett with one of those picks. Just a reminder.
I remember that one. Jesus.
So there's no slam dunks in this league.
No, it's not.
Like, you remember when Kyrie was picked, there were talks of him being the second pick, not first. I think it was Jabari Parker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people are like, "Oh, you take Jabari Parker," GMs. There's 29 crappy GMs in the league, and there's a few good ones that are just taking everybody's everything.
Yeah,
like how Boston historically has been fleecing everybody. Presti.
Yeah, Danny Ainge was.
Some teams are just giving it up, bro, and the other teams are just taking it.
No, that's true, man. Contracts are staggered for the future. SGA's contract, I want to say they're saying it doesn't start to 2027, 2028.
You're talking about the extension?
Yeah, the extension. So, oh man, OKC is definitely set up for. They.
Bro, you had people worried about the contracts right now, and I'm like, why? What is there to worry? Literally, they won the chip, and everybody was talking about how it won't be a dynasty. I'm thinking to myself, what? These guys are here,
prime,
yeah,
and they're all young. There's no SGA is the oldest guy.
Easiest contract Sam Presti's ever signed.
Yeah, I don't think ownership didn't bat an eye either. You saw the Chet one came out quick. Jalen was right behind. It was like, hey, let's go ahead and get these guys out of here. I'm not going to pay more tomorrow than I can today.
Yeah, if you check the salary caps, so from this year you look at the number, and next year look at the number, it goes up, right? So it keeps you out of the apron by knowing what your projected salary is going to be.
Yeah. Right. My headphones are about to die on me.
Yo,
technical difficulties.
I think somebody's talking to you in the live chat, Transformer.
Oh, that's my baby girl. That's my baby girl. Hey, buddy. That's my baby. I'm gonna need you to use better words because nobody knows who you are, pretty girl BYB, but I do. That's baby girl, man. She always supporting the channel. I love her. Hold on just a second.
Dude, my little ones crash my live streams all the time. They'll just jump up on the chair, grab the mic. My little ones just crash the live stream all the time. They'll like jump on my chair, they'll grab the mic, they'll be like, hey, they start singing and all that.
No, man. BB, she'll come in, she'll, walk behind me. Hey, Bruce. Hey, Chet. And then she'll I'm like, you just wanted a cameo. You really did want a cameo for 5 seconds. That's all I need.
But the camera loves them. You know what I mean? It's always good to them.
Absolutely. Bruce lights up, smile gets big. I'm like, see? Suckering in everybody, man. That girl suckers in everybody. But hey, baby, how you doing? They're currently out of town right now, so they of course they miss good old Papa.
Yeah, that's right,
they
man.
miss old Papa.
Yeah, you get the video call.
Trust me. By the time I hang this phone up, I'm getting a FaceTime. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Soon as she see it say in, call. Go ahead, hit that button. I know you up. You can't say you sleep. You can't say you're busy. I just saw you got off the live stream, man. Absolutely. But yeah. But guys, man, we're gonna go ahead and leave it there, man. I don't think we want to take no calls on this one, man. This is a long show.
We got to everybody though. We did.
We got to everybody.
We got to everybody.
Yes. Absolutely. See, yes, I know I'm getting the call. There you go. That means I need to get off this segment, man. But guys, we appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. The calls were crazy incredible. The energy was incredible. You guys will light up the chat. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. We appreciate your support as always. Sneed. Got what you need, man. Sneed, I appreciate you for joining me today. Bruce wants to go and do his own thing, whatever, but the ship must keep sailing, man. And you did one hell of a job, man. Shout out, man. Plug in your shows real quick. Talk about your 2 channels.
All right, so my sports channel is SMT Media Network. It's right down here, wherever this thing is, SMT Media Network. Right there. And then my tech channel, all right, my tech channel is Sneed Mobile Tech. And obviously we do different things. So it's mobile technologies, home broadband, internet, cellular networks, equipment, devices, stuff like that. And then the SMT Media Network is sports. It'll be NFL content up and coming, and obviously we're covering the NBA as well.
Absolutely, man. Hey, great shows, man. Go like, share, comment, subscribe on them shows. I promise you, one night I was up just on the Media Network channel, just learning stuff. Oh, okay. No. Okay. What does he got to say about Sprint? Okay, cool. What about the internet and stuff like that? Okay, cool. I didn't even bother the SMT Media Network, man. I was so nerdy about just hearing what he has to say, man. He has a lot of great knowledge. It's not just sports, man. I know you guys see him on this show, so you think it's just sports. The man is really, really tech savvy and really has the knowledge for those things, guys. So, man, go support both of those channels. Again, man, I appreciate you, Sneed.
Thanks, Transformer.
And we're going to go ahead and get up out of here, guys, man. Appreciate the comments. Baby girl, go ahead and get ready to call me in about 30 seconds. All right? We out of here.
Peace.
Peace.